send
It's
that my way.
sentimental.
Let me run that play, bro. Hold on. You know, me and Bronny are tag team. So y'all gotta be careful. Bronny, run that my way. Let me run it up. You holding, you sitting on gold back there. You always be being stingy.
No,
Is
Let
the
me
I
run
was sitting
it.
on
videos
gold for
what?
real.
Is the videos like sentimental? Why you holding on to them, Salam?
Yeah.
Mhm.
She probably forgot. We're gonna
Not
wake it
even
up
yeah.
though. Bronny, this
We
the
had
season
we
of we
had a
waking it up, baby.
Damn, where's
oh, we
Dusty
waking it
IG?
up.
We waking it up. This the season. So you gotta let that out. You gotta bring that on this way. We are
Okay.
waking it up. We going back to the block parties. We going back to the we gotta wake this up around here. Y'all getting real boring, real stiff, taking yourselves way too seriously. So you leaving us no option. It's either wake it
Damn.
up or we're gonna all perish, okay? So yeah, let me go
Right.
and send that my way. Let's look at it a little bit, clip it, chop it, do so we could do with it.
And
Mm-hmm.
We got you.
Dusty, send me a damn, I forgot where's Dusty IG. Send me a damn. Send me a inbox. Send me an inbox. And somebody else asked for the link. But what do y'all think about the topic? What do y'all think about the topic?
Are
Our
pick-me's
picnics
and
and
male-identified women more dangerous than Sims?
Yeah, I don't even know what a pick me is fully or male identified
You
woman.
already know what a pick-me is and a
No,
male-identified woman.
I don't. I'm here to learn. I actually
The
got my
Crimson Cure.
come on, man. Why is
You
Crimson Cure a
already
pick
know
me?
that's what she is. Come on, I
How is
can't.
she a pick me and she covered up? She not trying to be picked. She in the hijab. You could barely
the
see her
male
eyes.
identified.
With
She's the
red
male
lips and her titties out.
Her
A
titties. I
hijab.
never seen her titties out.
She wear okay. They're not like out, but it's super tight, so you see the entire outline of each.
So you're trying to say that so she can't help how she shaped? That is crazy, man. That is messed up.
You're right. You can't help how you shape. However, you can help how form fitting your clothes are.
So you're saying Crimson Cure should wear baggy clothes? Damn,
I'm
that
saying
is.
it's fake modesty.
Mm.
I don't
I
like her
ain't mad at
talking
Crimson
points.
Cure. You gotta do a little something on the internet on the YouTube game. You gotta give us something to look at. But
I
she
mean,
ain't a
I'm
pick.
not mad. I'm not mad at her for it, but I'm just saying if we're calling out what makes her a pick me, that would be what I would say.
No,
Mm.
I
I
don't
feel
like
like
her
she more male.
talking points. Yeah,
Yeah, I
she's
Why
feel
you
like
don't
she
like
kind
her
of.
talk?
male-identified.
Why y'all don't like her talking points?
Come on, DJ. I made you review a video when you was like, I
I
understand
forgot.
why.
I forgot what I
You
forgot
told
the
me
video. I
yourself.
want
You
to
said,
hear. I want
I
to hear you
understand
say it.
why you don't like Crimson Cure now.
I can't remember. That was a
And
long
she be
time
going
ago.
in on black women like she not a black woman herself.
Mm. So you're saying like women who go in on other black women and they're women, those are pick me and male identified. Is it like the
Yes.
same thing?
Yes.
Mm-mm, no.
It's not
Mm-mm.
the
Was
same
So a
thing,
pick me.
but for her it is, yeah.
so what's the difference
A
between a
pick.
pick me and male identified?
So a pick me. I feel like, in my opinion, a pick me is more going out of like the attention of men, but also like the sexual attention of men. So they're gonna do things that appeal to men, that men's eye. They're gonna say things, that men like to hear. They gonna stroke our ego. A male
Mm.
identified woman is more likely to attack other women for going against men on certain things, on certain topics. It's like a pick me is a underdeveloped male identified woman, because once she hit that mark where she can't be a pick me no more because niggas ain't fucking with how she look, then she gonna
Mm.
flip over to the male identified.
Would
Mm.
you
So they
say
start off as pick me first. They start off as pick me first, and then male identified, or how it start.
If you can be a pick me first, I feel like they start off at pick me, but I feel like some women are just male identified from the beginning because they ain't never had that opportunity. But
I got a question? Would you say that all of them male identified would be like manosphere, and then pick me and all of the categories fall underneath male identified? Like they all are a branch, but they're each a sub branch, and it all leads back to being male identified.
Mm.
male identified would be like women that have the conversation of little girls and grown men or adults messing with them, and then be like, oh, those little girls are fast and things like that. The pygmy is not necessarily going to say that. she might not say that, you know, she might not disparage and be like, no, like them little girls are fast and they knew what they was doing. She gonna have her own approach to how she appeals to men. Like saying, like, y'all women should be in the house cooking and cleaning.
Right. Like trying to delegate other women's, responsibilities and personalities. Pygmies, you do that. I don't know who you
What
think you are. Yeah, like trying to say what women should do, like piggyback up Brian, how we should act, what we should do. It's going this way, in a way that's controlling to the point of who do you think you are? You don't govern my genitals or my hair or whatever. You can't tell me how to move. That's not how you're moving. That's you. So yeah, we get a lot of that, particularly over in some of these spaces. Well, actually in charity, because I be in other spaces and they be saying the same thing, with the exception of maybe the conscious sector, because they woke over there. But yeah, trying to govern another woman personality, like that's kind of what are we doing here? So
where does Mammy fit in? That's what, because I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I don't. So I know pick me and I know Mammy, and I know I can identify male identified for the most part, I think. But then there's all these other categories that lead or like our graduation of each, or maybe just intertwine. Where's Mammy fit in for you?
I think a man may do like the heavy lift. So she gonna do the coddling. She gonna do the heavy lifting. She gonna put these in her titty.
Is that to speak life into him? Speak life
into him. Is a mammy like a mother type thing? It's like why is it called a mammy?
Because she doesn't hold him accountable. She it's like she treats him like a little boy. Like, it's not your fault. It's it's these women or
I got all these fucking terms.
Listen.
So how dangerous? So the pick me and the mammy thing, right? Because I was watching some shit on TikTok. I actually got kicked off a TikTok panel for asking too much question, right? They were saying that. Yeah, come on, don't do that. That's crazy.
Not you being a menace out here.
No, I was just asking questions, but they didn't really. They told me just listen and stop asking questions. You know what I'm saying? And they dropped me. But I was.
She said, "The pick me is another form of a male identified woman." I see where she's going with that.
I mean, somebody, Reese, you're late. I heard somebody said that just now, Reese.
Okay, well,
you're late and you're delayed.
That was my question. Do they all? I feel personally, if we're going to identify all these categories, I feel like all the categories fit under male identified, like Manosphere, and then you got Red Pill, SYSBM, and MGTOW, all the rest of them. I feel like male identified is the overarching umbrella, and all of the categories fit underneath. But I could be wrong about that.
Like a level, just like if you go precept for precept on anything, that's the same way. So I understand what Candy's saying. It's like you can't have one without the other, and they're gonna come around and do full circle. Like I understand what she's saying. They do grow from like, okay, you start off as a pick me, you ended up over here, now you extra male identified, and now you're just a mammy because I don't know, maybe things didn't work out, like whatever the case, and now you're over here trying to dominate everybody, run everybody. You want to be the head, be in charge, the auntie, the mama, the neighborhood drug. Like you're trying to be all the categories and govern everybody else's, marriage, govern everybody else's divorce. So I wouldn't or she shouldn't know what they did, and it just turned into like, who made you the navigator? Like, how dare you? Like people out here navigating like they're the end all be all, and they know. And then a mammy will come off as if, well, I've been here, I'm older, I've whatever, as if somehow their experience trumps the fact of, well, you didn't do it how we do it. Maybe you do it indifferent. Maybe you did it all the way wrong. And I also find mammies end up being bitter women. They salty. They over here in everybody else's business. They got to comment on everybody else what they doing, but they themselves have nothing to say. They got nothing to share. They have been erased from the history books, and what they say really don't matter because they sit in the house right now judging. Okay, while other people are on.
Let me ask you this, Beachy. Because on the panel, they were saying that pick-me's and male identified women are dangerous. I was trying to figure out what they mean by they dangerous to women. How are they dangerous?
Because they okay, y'all. Go ahead.
I
just
would say that. I'm sorry, Beachy.
you got it. I'm a mute.
I don't know if there's a bit of a delay. You go ahead. Go ahead. I can wait.
Now, I'll just say they are dangerous, and the fact that other women who are not used to having a circle of women, particularly of a mature age, that help them navigate them, give them advice, counsel them. If they're tuning into what a mammy's saying, they can mess up that entire woman's scope. They can have them looking at stuff all type of wrong because they think they saw that well. They're trying to backtrack and say, well, back here, like I ain't got no business telling anybody. Well, in the 90s, okay, honey, it's moved on. We in 2026 now. No one cares about what was going on for the 99 and the 2000s. Move on and catch up with the times. So I just want to say they're dangerous in being that they are antiquated, they are outdated, and they put information out that may apply then, but the rules change and we evolve, and they are not changing with the times. I digress.
So what if you got an auntie that's trying to like school younger ladies? That's a mammy too?
I mean, she has to know. She has to be a woman first, like and you're supposed to be a woman, so you're supposed to stick out for your.
So let me ask you: so a male-identified older woman is more like the mammy, like the older male-identified woman. That is the mammy, or could you be young and be a man? I'm just trying to get an accurate You know what I mean?
Just to make sure that we are all on the same page. The way that we are using mammy is not the correct definition of mammy. It's not the old school term. Because I know somebody's probably going to review this and those dumb broads didn't even know what mammy means. So I just want to make sure we have that clarified, is that we are not using the old school version of mammy, the definition. We're using the Urban Dictionary, commonly known on YouTube version.
Now, Reese said age isn't a factor. And let's let the homie Dusty to the stage. Creative says she couldn't wait till you pull up. You know what I'm saying?
I did not say that. I don't even know.
That's not what you... Oh, I probably heard wrong. That's what I thought I heard. I'm probably getting old. My bad.
Okay.
But yeah, so Reese said don't gotta do with age. You could be young and be a mammy, but I just can't see that shit. You know what I'm saying? I guess it's
I don't agree with Reese on that part.
It's gonna be a woman that's not as attractive. She's not gonna be able to qualify for being a pick-me because she's not as like attractive. Because you gotta have some type of for like.
So you're saying a mammy is mostly a woman that ain't really niggas ain't checking for them.
Pearl,
man,
Pearl.
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Because Pearl ain't getting no play.
Shazara Ali is a mammy, but she's not ugly. Shazara Ali, she's a mammy.
Shazara, how you come on?
He is a mammy, yeah.
Shazara Ali is not a mammy, man. Come on.
Don't go fight for her. We run down this road.
Damn, I fucks with Shazara Ali and Dr. Francis Cress and all of these you know what I'm saying? All of these motherly figures and shit. You know what I mean? What about Francis Cress?
Francis Cress was a queen.
No.
Shazara Ali, she was a grifter.
Dusty. Thank you, Dusty.
No, she like Dusty. You see what I'm saying?
I'm speaking honestly. So good.
So what do you mean that she's a grifter though?
I mean, obviously after Mr. Chelsea Boots died, you know what I'm saying? She showed the person who she really was, in my opinion.
So you're saying she changed her rhetoric after who died?
Well, when Mr. Kitten Hills died, I felt like the way she got at Buddy was kind of like it was kind of anti her message.
Ever since I heard Shazara Ali, she always give a message like an older Muslim lady. I never really heard her talk about nothing that's like non-Muslim-y. You know what I mean?
That's
so I don't know which. Only thing I would say that fucked her up was when she was talking about we should be able to spank our women them like put hands on y'all. I was like,
that.
I was
that's kind of
demonic
crazy
behavior.
I mean, look, I don't believe in abusing nobody, but if you swing at me, bitch, you better duck.
Damn.
No. But that's not what she was saying, though.
That's trying to be slick. No, that's not what she's saying. You try to be slick. We're not having it tonight.
It's not a mutual combat.
I don't think she said
to be able to domestic discipline.
Discipline, yeah.
like
Shout out to
corporal
Tiff.
punishment.
Right.
Like,
I didn't think I didn't think she was talking about if they both fight and she say if your woman get out of line, you pop them. You know what I mean?
I'm not your daddy, man. Not like that. Like in one way I am, but in another way I'm not. Like that's like that cuts off when we out of that mode. Like once we out of that mode, we go back to being regular, and you go back to being who you supposed to be. Like you can't just continue that afterward. You still popping a motherfucker and shit like that.
Facts.
I'm sorry, I wasn't trying to laugh.
I was holding it in. I'm gonna be honest.
But when he said when we're out of that mode, he's basically saying I'm not your daddy in this moment. You know, I don't know if everybody understood what you were saying, Dusty. I think they might went over some
We
people's
caught
head.
it. We let it fly.
Come on. Vici knows.
Come on, come on. I know y'all not in kindergarten.
Vici want to do this tonight. Vici want to do this tonight.
No, I feel like maybe I didn't get a clear understanding. You want to elaborate on what you mean by daddy, or like I didn't understand. So
look, at the end of the day, like if it's one thing when you in that mode with your lady and y'all experiencing each other.
What's the mode? We need specifics.
You're talking about the dom sub dynamics, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you know the
We're
dynamic.
talking about bedroom action, like
It don't always be bedroom. Some people just live like that. You know what I'm saying?
Shout
Like
out
all the time.
Shout out
Shout
to them.
out to them. Facts.
Live that ritualistic life every day. Shout out to them.
And that should be their relationships be lasting hella long too,
okay,
bro.
we're not gonna do that, DJ.
No, I know an old couple that be on that type of shit, bro.
Do you know why that is? Because you can't have a dynamic without honesty.
What? Say that again. That's the word.
And it's consensual. The woman, just because you the dom don't means you got all the power. That woman is letting you do that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because she don't gotta put
You
up
have
with that.
none of the power. I mean, yeah, you do in a way, but like really everything is at her discretion. If she don't follow you, she then what?
Yeah, you're right.
Exactly.
If it
I'm
works,
sorry.
for you, then that's good.
Did he say follow you? So, are we going off a cliff? Are we going to heaven? Where is she following you to? I need specifications because some of you all will lead us into a ditch. Some of you all will lead us into a dead end street. Some of you all will lead us into have to take a U-turn, car don't flip over. Where are we going, sir? So you're talking about leadership. Where are we going?
I'm not prepared to answer that question because you can't ask a lifestyle question, a kink question to a room full of vanilla people. It's not the same question.
Who's vanilla?
We're not vanilla over here. We're
I
not.
don't think nobody's vanilla
What
except
season? So go ahead.
creative, probably.
Yeah.
Creative.
I am
Candy,
not
probably.
vanilla. Why
Candy.
you gotta
I
say
can't
that?
believe you.
DJ is very vanilla.
Tiff is very vanilla. I'm vanilla, you know what I'm saying? I'm a good Christian young man, you know what I'm saying?
okay.
I am
Tiff
red.
is super
I'm
vanilla.
logging on.
I am red. Thank you.
Go ahead, Tiff. What you? He out here throwing out shots. Like, who do you think you are? How dare you call us vanilla?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Like,
I have a question to get us back on topic. Would since you did mention sub, would a sub be considered more on the pick-me side? Does that even equate?
To me, it's different kind of subs. There's like bratty type subs that is not on no pick me shit at all. You know what I'm saying? They just they want you to, rough them up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Not physically, but
who a lot of y'all would think would be a sub, really not. Like a lot of real subs in real life go to work and they dominate the fuck out their job. And then they come home from the collar.
That's true. Yeah, I agree with that.
would you say a lot like most, or you just mean just a lot?
I'm gonna tell you something. A person who really get into it in that way, bro, they only respect a man that's better than them, bro, at all times. So like it would take that type of man to be able to understand her and to be able to give her what she needs. Because like, even though she's still that where she's like a apex predator, she still got to come home to somebody and feel like a girl.
That's true.
Right.
I agree with that.
That's fair. Like we want to be. Let's not forget. Like part of back to the conversation title with the mammies have forgotten that we are still women. We are delicate. We don't want to be coming out here talking about I'm a whooping. I'm not about to do none of that. I don't want to fight you. I'm not trying to one up you. I mean, we were racing boys when we were kids. Like, you're not supposed to really do that for real. Like, I'm about to one up this guy. I'm about to out race this guy. I'm about to out penalty. But we don't want to do that. We want to be the girls. We want to be treated a little delicately. So I just want to add that in there so we understand that maybe they lose their feminine essence somewhere down the line. I don't know what happened. I don't know if it was their edges. I don't know if they stopped going to the spot. I don't know what happened, but they lost that feminine essence. I don't know, but they lost it somewhere and they can't find it or know how to pick it back up. And so they go attacking all the rest of the girls or people who just, we just want to be a girl, or whoever just wants to be a girl. There's really no other motive to it. But mammies tend to want to punch down on other women for just being a woman.
I mean, you know what I think it is? I think that when they watching men and how we interact with each other, a lot of times we can critique each other in a respectful way. Sometimes we could even roast each other, in a respectful way. And sometimes it could be some of the most cutthroat shit you ever heard. But you can't take what you see us do with each other and use that on your sex. It don't work the same way.
You know what I realized? Like when I see because I don't really kick it with my girl and her friends, or none of my exes with their friends like that, right? But when I do see like women groups, they don't have the same exact dynamics that we have. Like, we got shit like fighting words. I never heard no women say that they got fighting words and shit. So we know it's an imaginary line that if you cross that shit might go to the far left. You know what I mean?
Look, man, it used to be that way. Like 70 years ago, it used to be that way, but it's not that way no more.
Wait, what you mean? Fighting words?
Yeah.
It is fighting words, bro. You
used to be able to crack on your wife back in the day, and when they call the police, they'd be like, "Hey, sorry, we need you to keep it down."
No, that's just no. I never heard that.
Yeah, I mean, I know what he was trying to do with that, but it didn't work. Okay.
Yeah, that was.
What you just saying about the fighting words, like, this is not those real them real fake housewives and the hip hop love and all those women. They have watered down and defiled how a woman should carry herself. There's no reason I should be on this panel, and I can't talk to you all. Everybody from Tip Creator to Brownie, whoever's up here, there's no reason why I can't talk to you or say something or get at a point, get my point across or whatever, without busting out with that's why your daddy didn't love you. Like, it's something ridiculous. Like, wait, where did that come from? And so we find that particularly over in these spaces, but others too, where the woman just attacks, and it's like, so you couldn't think of anything intellectual to say or worthy. So your next step is to go bam. So I can't match you. So I'm gonna slap you, and that's weak.
But is it a conversation though? Like, if is you really listening to understand where somebody is coming from? Because if that's the case, like, what's really the problem to where we got to go there?
Exactly. That's what we're saying.
Mental health, something wrong.
Don't nobody.
They got triggered. Something. They probably unhappy somewhere, or
What do y'all mean? Like, why do niggas put hands on their old lady? That's what we asking.
Why these dudes want to put hands on women so bad? I don't want to put hands on no woman. I'm a woman.
Not in that way, you know what I'm saying? What I be thinking, bro, most of the time I seen a nigga put his hands on his old lady or any woman is because in that moment she made him feel like a bitch, bro. Either in front of other people, and not she made him, he felt like a bitch in that moment, and that probably was his last resort of reclaiming his nutsack or some shit.
Man, I got some sisters I can call that's built like Baby D, okay?
Man, I prefer to just leave than gotta call sisters and cousins. Like, but I don't be in situations like that, bro. Like, I do not be in that. Like, my neighbors could never tell you they ever hear no like that. I do not be in that shit, bro. Like, only thing I would say that I be doing that's fucked up. Sometimes I might be too dismissive, but that's because I'm not trying to get heated up and worked up to where I can't bring myself back down, bro. You know what I mean?
People might think you don't care if you don't show a reaction or something.
And that is the problem. Some people think if you arguing with them and fighting with them, you don't care, and that's some dysfunctional shit. That shit ain't cool. No.
I'm just saying in general. Just that's it.
Yeah, I mean,
The type of dysfunction. Well, nobody wants that, and anybody, I don't know what to say about that. But you don't gotta fight. Like, I'm not. I ain't trying to hurt nobody's feelings, but if that's your only approach to getting somebody to hear you out, you got to do all of that, cause a scene. You got emotions heated, words have been said, and in the midst of all of that, nothing got accomplished except a headache and other traumas. Something's going on with the individuals, because somebody should walk away. Like one of the two, if both of them just messed up in the head, I see where those type of people usually are influenced by something else, on something else. Mm-hmm. But somebody can't diffuse and say, this is going too far. I'm just not having it, because I done been in too many situations like, okay, this is too far, and understood the assignment. So no, I'm not having it. Like I said, something got to be going on for you to just have no, let's just keep going and we blow this hoe up and blow up. And the kid is like, no, man, wait, hold up. What's going on there? So I pay attention to what's going on physically, with somebody just completely lose all self.
I be thinking that's some mental shit too. And plus, when people familiar with each other, to me, it make it harder for them to back down. I see people back down with strangers, but when they know each other, they go completely left. Like, I can't do that shit. I can't argue with my old lady in public. I'll just walk away. I can't.
That's embarrassing.
People, yeah, I'm not. You're not about to be embarrassing me and hey, you know what I'm saying? I'm about to leave you talking to yourself.
I think
I'm not arguing with nobody.
I think a lot of people, it's like, so if you grow up and you see your parents and that's how your parents have been through it, like, then you think that that's normal, and then you bring that into your relationship, like where you get older and then you see that as, your dad and your mom having passion for each other. So now you carry that on and you pick up that behavior. So to some people, it is normal, even though it is abnormal behavior. It's most people like that's
so Brownie, is that on? Hold on, Brownie. So is that going to apply to all behaviors? Like if somebody's being slack, if somebody's just not stepping up to the plate, they just not. We're gonna just say, well, they was raised in a loveless, emotionless type of environment. Therefore, they can be held accountable for their own understanding. Like, hey, that's not working. That's not the way to do it. That's not it.
But from what I've seen, that's usually the case. That was in the household that they grew up in, and that was normalized. And like, I'm not talking about where a man and a woman like he like about to have her own life support. I ain't talking about like that, but just even going through that tussle and having those and going through that level of intensity of arguments on a frequent basis, that can be viewed as normalized.
Can I ask y'all a question?
I believe that shit.
Can I ask y'all a question?
Like,
I believe that shit, because if that shit wasn't normal to you, you'd probably run. You know what I'm saying? That shit would trip you up.
Have y'all ladies ever fired on have y'all ever fired on a dude?
What do you mean fired on a dude?
Not as an adult.
Swung on the dude.
Swung on the dude?
Swung on him, smacked him.
Fired on
don't lie, Brownie.
Are you talking about artillery?
With anything. I know Beachy done up the hammer.
Yeah, we talk about firing on somebody with in Cali, that means you swung on somebody.
When I was younger, I did, yeah.
First of all, I know no Beachy anything. If I have ever had to resort to weaponry or any type of, it probably was a safety issue, or I wasn't being heard correctly. So don't try to be slick. Okay, I probably was pushed to the point of no one's taking me seriously and I'm outnumbered and I have no choice. If I've ever had to resort to, possibly, popping off for a round or 2 or 3.
Living humbly, think you fire on dudes.
With the actual fire, with the, you know what I'm saying, with the hammer.
He think you fire on them.
They be like, because you be passionate, you be cussing people out.
She didn't deny it. She did not deny it.
You deny it.
Like who?
She an athletic specimen too, I'm telling you.
What are we talking about here? I missed something. Who does
They're talking about you.
They saying that you most likely.
No, wait a minute now. Hold on. That's not. Wait a second.
I was trying to
That's
help
the
you out.
vibe. They say that's the vibe you be giving off.
No, that's not true. Okay, I do not come up swinging, fighting men. I'm not aggressive, but I can. I'm gonna meet you where you're at.
Yeah.
I'm gonna meet you where you at. So, don't stroke me the wrong way. I probably will meet you where you are, which is why I center myself around people who are not gonna take me there because I understand my character. But I don't just jump out here looking for fights and swinging at people for no reason, unwarranted, bothering folks. That's a bully, and I'm just saying.
Oh man,
I ain't fighting no nigga. I'm 5'2". Look, you ain't about to beat my ass.
Y'all be the ones though. Y'all be the man was firing on somebody.
Nah, I be cussing people out. I'm not gonna lie.
4'10", firing on a 6'5" boyfriend. Like
I got patience. If y'all haven't noticed, so I don't be.
God must be dealing with you. But what about the dark ages?
The what?
In my crash out era, I would have got to that point, but I ain't get there. I ain't had to swing on them.
Okay, Cat with Brownie. So Brownie's in her really soft one right here. You all now. Brownie is going to be. She's so dope. I just love her so much. She's being a total dog. But I found Brownie's mouth is more lethal than mine. Like I say stuff, I might, do a little jab, but Brownie gonna come in with an axe. Like Brownie's mouth is equivalent to my 45. She hitting.
I don't know if that's a compliment or a diss. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what it is.
I'll take it as a compliment.
Because I told her that before. For her age, the things that she says, had I been able to say them that way, things might be a little different. But I didn't know how to say them that way. She's far ahead, so no, her mouth. You don't get to just slide up over here like that. Brownie has said some things so politely that hit to the core, to the bone. Like, dang. Brownie, I just fell out the clouds. Like, did you just say that? Brownie, you can't. So we need to make sure we understand. When they say sticks and stones may break my bones, but words can never hurt me. That's a lie. Whoever came up with that, had us singing as little kids talking about sticks and stones will break your bones, or words can hurt you. That is a lie. Words absolutely do hurt to the core. They hurt terribly.
Sometimes they hurt longer than the sticks and the stones.
Facts. Then getting beat up.
And I don't be mean. I don't say things to be mean. I be telling the truth. And a lot of people don't be hearing the truth. And a lot of people be bullshitting. So then when I tell you the truth, you like, damn. I'm like, oh, but
people don't like honesty, Brownie. They don't like honesty.
No, they don't.
Because it's
they don't like honesty. Don't.
It's like the Jill Scott thing. When she said, if you could tell me what to do, you could tell me what to do. But if you can't tell me what to do, bitch ass,
you can't tell me what.
I understand that. Like, I don't know how she can. What part of Jill Scott are people not understand that? I understood exactly what she meant when she said that. I did not need an explanation. You ain't got to tell me twice. I understood what she meant, but it was not perceived that way. It was taken. I guess everything ain't for everybody. They don't get it, and you got to break it down to smallest iota. Like, look, she said what she said. If you can tell me what to do, you can tell me what to do. So I don't know. I mean, we at a crossroads right here with that.
I'm making better decisions.
Oh shit!
You're gonna get me off the freaking jumbotron.
I don't even know how it did that. I think it's probably got like shortcuts in there. Probably press some side of key. But yeah, what do y'all think about the ABBA situation? How we knocked up all of them, you know what I'm saying? Caucasian persuasion women. What do y'all think?
It's
I
more.
thought it was just one.
It's like three of them.
It's
Yeah.
three?
He got four.
Yeah.
He got
Four of them, I thought.
Four of them.
Four
I
of
didn't
them,
know.
think.
That's his responsibility. That's
I tried to look into. Isn't he beefing with his dad too? Is this the same guy? I looked it up. Is beefing when he brought his dad and granddad into the whole thing?
No, that's the ABBA and Preach dude. Them two niggas that
okay.
be reviewing shit. Yeah.
Never
The YouTubers. The YouTubers.
Okay. I don't know.
My thing is, what made them all come out? Like what? Like how did he piss her off? Like what? Like
once one of them come out, the rest is gonna come out because
You know why they
see.
came out? Because they talk shit about everybody in this space, and there's only time where people find dirt on them. So,
But how long ago did it even happen though? Because the pregnancy wasn't recent. That shit was like when? Like a couple years ago?
it was.
I think their relationship
long
was
ago?
even a couple years ago.
I thought it was
Because there's
recent.
girls that are more recent than the one who actually did the initial exposing.
is he married?
Hell no.
So what does it matter? Why do y'all care?
That's what I'm. You know why they care? Because he was talking a lot of shit about a lot of red pill content.
Yes, a lot of people, like a
You know what I'm
lot.
saying? Fresh and fit them, so them niggas jumped to that shit. They were salivating at the mouth when the forest lady did the video. You know what I mean? I was like 3-4 of them.
They got their own skeletons. They out here big time tricking too. So
This is what I'm saying. When it comes to my bad, go ahead, Candy. Go ahead.
It's okay. I was going to say, I think that the issue is that they took the role of moral high police. Like, if you're going to keep calling everybody out and point out everything that they did wrong and then say, how they were bad for this, like, and what you would have done in that situation. And then it comes out that you were doing the exact same thing, even worse, because with Fresh and Fit, there was only one girl that came out and said she was pregnant. You almost got a whole basketball team now. So, like, I mean, I don't know how many more might come out. It's just you were pointing the fingers knowing you were doing wrong on the back end. Sometimes these so-called good guys, the nice guys, like I put a post up today saying that they're worse than the men that they warn us about in a lot of ways.
Right. We've seen that a couple of times in this space alone, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
The only dudes that you can believe as far as like who they say they are is the dudes that could bring their girl up on here and interview with their girl. Them the only motherfuckers you can believe.
See,
Not even that.
That doesn't count
Hell
either.
no.
'Cause we
Hell no. That interview
We
about
had
girl.
some bad examples.
I think in interviews. I'm saying though, if you could pull that off successfully, that dude that you showed a few weeks ago, he didn't pull that off successfully. But if you could pull that off, then maybe I'll listen.
I agree. I gotta agree on
interviewed
it.
my ex.
I disagree.
Like,
I don't agree.
Right,
Like-
we did that. Right,
Correct.
we did that, and we done shut some shit down. About like, you want to hear from the horse's mouth? Okay, randomly made calls, put people on blast. Didn't give no preparatory time, no syllabus, no script. Just pick up the phone on a stream. Hold on, let's see something, and then run it. Did a whole let's run it. And
Okay, I see what you're saying. I thought you mean like my girl hit the link. I thought you were talking about your girl hit the link. That is crazy.
Now, right now, I guarantee you there's commentary there right now in this moment. We stop and bam, we're gonna find out today. And I can assure you, who you say you are, if you're anything other than what's on that other line, if they are saying anything other than what you have presented yourself to be, then you are fraud, you are fraud,
Yes.
you are fake, you fugazi. So we say run it. You better find somebody who can co-sign your what you're doing. Because if can't nobody co-sign, it has no way and it has zero merit. We need proof.
I do agree that you do need people that know people in real life to co-sign. Because people come on the internet to play their alter ego a lot of times. So,
Like,
as far as your girl, your wife, your husband hitting the link, that's a gamble.
I ain't talk about that.
That is
but
crazy, right? That is like.
That's not what I'm saying. But can
you ready for that? Are you ready for
that? And she bring you a sandwich a few minutes later?
Now you don't have to bring a dumb sandwich into that.
That don't mean nothing, Dusty.
Yeah, I mean, let's
sandwich. Really, a sandwich?
Cognac on the rocks, and she bring you a cognac on the rocks?
No, Dusty, that doesn't count.
Okay. You talking about some regular shit. I see some spurred. I ain't gonna hold you. My girl came on the mic before. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Because I was like, is is DJ Witch Doctor your daddy? She said DJ Witch Doctor is my daddy.
That's okay. Well,
yeah, she did.
And you know, Dusty, you have to take a little. But we're not gonna forget. You know, Dusty, he tends to take things a little. He's a little too far. You know, he'll probably have a couple of bodies on this bitch. You know, that'll probably pop up and they probably, you know, say, yeah, you know, they got it in with them and a little this, a little that. And they're probably gonna run it down. So he do take stuff a little bit. Like, he wasn't supposed to like actually go that, you know, he go too far. And then he end up in situations like he is now, uncomfortable and awkward.
Yeah.
Man, it's getting warm in here.
Doing you like that, Dusty?
It's getting warm in here.
Dirty
Dusty with our head.
This is the thing. Whatever people hear about you, right? But if they're gonna believe it, the worst of it. That's just people nature. They're gonna believe the worst of it. And it's okay. It's just what it is. It's just the way the cookie crumbles. You can't be too much worried about what other people think about you.
I agree. You gotta live your life and let the people talk shit.
Yeah, we didn't say you had to play into it, but we will say it will kind of set precedence where that's how I look. I'm like, well, I don't know. They must not be too. If that many people like, you know, even open up an opportunity. I don't know. I look at the whole thing, and I done been in the mid, like, seen both sides, you know, from a guy's eye, and I seen okay, and I could find the truth in there. So, and I also could find, just like I see the hate, I find the likability, and I look at, oh well, it wasn't saying that when you know, until you weren't there. I play all the cards, so I have to see, and I'm like, okay, yeah, I see what's going on here, because they love you when they with you. Boy, you the worst thing since since goddamn Hitler when you're not. So I have to look at the whole thing, like what pushed this? Was this going on? I use a timeline, science. We have a laboratory. If we need to cook up a little, you know, a little 1-2, we're gonna use all the sciences and physics to get down to the answer. And usually the answer be right on, you know, be close enough to where you can make a rational conclusion to the situation at hand.
And let's welcome Chanel's reality to the
Hey,
building.
party people.
Hey, Chanel.
Beautiful ladies. How y'all doing?
Chanel.
And that one guy.
Who will be
the
a
dusty guy.
That one guy.
That was so shady, Chanel. I came on with the
Chanel will be back. She'll be back later.
She just did a drive-by on Dusty and left. That Chanel, that was cold. You just did a drive-by and killed them both.
I wouldn't even talk about DJ. He still put me in the back. Damn.
No, because you that's like if you come to my crib and you say what's up to everybody else, I'll put you out of the crib just like that.
I didn't.
You didn't say hi. You didn't say hey. You didn't say hey DJ Witch Doctor. None of that.
Hey DJ. That's my DJ.
Don't
He like that.
See, he can't be. No matter what I do. I'm dancing and singing. And
I'm just fucking with. I'm just fucking with you.
Like what the fuck? Anyway, hey ladies, hope you guys had a great day.
Well, Chanel, he didn't even acknowledge me, so I don't know what he talking about.
Miss Tit for Tat. Hey, Miss Tit for Tat.
Oh, he sure did.
And Miss Brownie. Hey, boo.
Can I ask a question?
No. Boy.
Damn, you see, this is what I'm saying. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead, bro.
I just came to get it started. You know what I'm saying?
I'm
go ahead.
up here because the ladies invited me. Shout out to y'all.
Oh, okay.
Did we?
The ladies did not invite you, Dusty.
DJ invited you. You gotta, you know.
Well, Beachy suggested that I invite Dusty. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
she said that's all.
You know.
Yeah.
Dusty is mature. He's a good pick.
No,
BT, I give you that.
But
I disagree.
But Creative was the only one that was protesting against it. You know what I'm saying?
Listen,
and that's because
I
Tip
didn't
was
know
not there.
Dusty like that. I thought Dusty was like on some red pill stuff, you know.
I protest with him. He like JP.
I don't like.
No, he is not. No, we can't do. Hold up now. We can't do the homie
homie
like that. We can't.
No, I didn't say he like JP. I said he likes JP.
Oh,
okay. Okay. I was about to say,
I don't have a problem with JP.
See, told you.
It's just what I mean. He ain't did
there's
nothing to
nothing
me.
wrong with that. I don't see.
No, it's not. It's not. Mm-mm.
But I don't think he's dumb. That you know what I'm saying. I do think that he can articulate himself when he feels like it. That's
Do you?
That's what I said about him.
Oh, okay.
Dusty is what Dusty does.
like, for real, I can't do the homie like that. Listen, he's been one of the best male friends I have. Dusty like one of the only 2 to 3 men on the planet that can call me out on my bullshit. I could run a play by him or a situation or a scenario. He will tell me, "Beat your hell to the gnaw. You on some dumb shit? Don't do that. This is what's gonna happen." Woo, woo, woo. He has not been wrong yet. He has not. He ain't been wrong. I was either on some bullshit or you told me what's gonna happen and it happened. So you know, I can't X him out. I know y'all probably don't want to hear that, but he's not gonna tell me what I want to hear. He's gonna tell me, okay.
So you feel like he's a real one? Okay,
absolutely. He's gonna tell me the shit I don't want to hear, and I'm like, man, I wasn't trying to go there or think like that, and he's gonna make me think that way. Then I'm about to be like, man, damn, I'm such a girl. I really think I'd be having and knowing it all, and then come back down to I'm just a girl. I know that, but you need a guy friend to be unbiased and not have ulterior motives to giving you advice. And he ain't failed yet. Maybe he will.
I think that's the highest level compliment that you can get.
That's true.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
I still don't like you, Dusty, but don't.
That being said, I would never date him. I would never date his ass. I would never.
He's been real cool so far.
Let's not go.
No, I'm just joking. I don't know Dusty from campaign.
It's the thing. Like I could take a little joke here and there. Like it's, you know what I'm saying. That stuff don't bother me. Like as long as you're not openly disrespecting me, I'm not even. And even if you are openly disrespecting me, if I don't feel like it's worth it to go back and forth with you to have an intellectual exchange, I'm like, you got it, boss.
I like that.
You got it, boss.
You said you had a question for us, Mr. Dusty?
I forgot. Y'all shit.
I actually got a question for y'all, right? Okay. So you see how Beachy just expressed her appreciation for a friend like Dusty that's gonna keep it a buck with her, right? Do y'all prefer let me just say this. I just seen in the space a lot of ladies, they really flock to dudes that tell them what they want to hear. You know what I'm saying? And even Tiff did a show earlier today about like a dude. What was the show? I think is
about your community wall post about
psycho.
Yeah, that's your community wall post.
Yeah, Simp Turn Psycho or something like that, right?
Oh my god.
What would y'all say? Would you prefer a dude that tells you what you want to hear, or would you prefer a dude that keeps it a buck with you?
Honesty.
Don't tell me what the hell
I don't believe creative.
Honesty above all. Honestly.
I believe in fairy tales and all that shit.
What the fuck was wrong with? Oh my god!
Lady, you know they lie to us to protect our kids.
I'm not saying that I'm new, but I've heard that so much in my life, and 94% of the time that is not the case.
What? Which part? That you want honesty?
Yeah.
So you saying creative saying lie to me, nigga? I want you to lie to me.
Lie to me.
Or lie to me and make the lie be the truth.
You got
know what I'm saying? I wish that the lie is the truth.
I don't believe that about creative.
Can I add a caveat to that?
I want the truth. I can take it. I can handle it. I'm a big girl.
Y'all believe her?
That DJ was
put that as a
red or white.
Chat. Ask, do they believe that?
Why y'all leave her alone? That's her truth. Stop it. The fuck?
There's no.
Go ahead and add a caveat on.
I already heard it all. The chat has said a lot of shit too. So go ahead.
She's telling you her truth. Like,
no, there's no such thing as her truth. Truth.
Yes, it is.
Wait a minute. Let's hear the
What I mean by that is other people might not believe it, but that don't make it not true.
Let's hear the caveat to the question. Let's hear the caveat.
So the caveat to the question, and this might sound a little bit dumb, but I'm gonna say it anyway. When it comes to your male friends, I feel like because we aren't like sleeping with them or don't look at them in that kind of way, I feel like the honesty is there. You can take it, right? I think when men are like, you say you want the truth, but when we give you the truth, you don't really want it. That comes with the men that you're laying down with. It's different.
I want the
Can I just
truth
say
at
something?
all times. I
Me
just need
too.
it to be delivered in a way that's palatable for me. We
I see
already
that.
know.
Then that's not
Exactly.
the
Give it to
truth.
You
me.
can't. No,
Give it to me with sugar,
Hold on.
with ice. Give it
Can I
to
just-
me.
Can I
Yeah.
just say, the reason I say that is like, okay, for example, we were talking about this on somebody else's channel about if somebody says, if my husband was to be like, you got a budget. I don't like that word. I think it's negative. But if he said, this is the amount of money we have for X to spend, then I can receive it. But I don't want you coming up here talking about we on a budget. That's just negative to me. Just tell
Yeah,
me we
I
have X
agree,
amount of
yeah.
dollars
So he can only tell you the truth in a palatable way, one way only.
for me. Other people, they like direct and live. I don't operate like that. I don't.
So let me ask you this:
Why
what kind of bags do you like? Chanel bags. Is that why you named Chanel? You like Chanel bags,
I
right?
love Chanel, Louis Vuitton, all of Balmain, all of them.
Let's say it was your birthday today, and we all was to bring you some Chanel bags, right? But it wasn't gift wrap or nothing. It was just in a
I'm
in
gonna
a
take
plastic
it with
bag.
open arms.
You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? That shit is
No, but I'm
crazy.
just saying my personality type. I know how I operate. I've been on this earth for 45 years. I'm going to want to be talked to the way I talk to other people. So in general, I'm gonna be nice and sweet. I know I might not seem like that on this panel because I have to get with people, I have to cuss them out sometimes and gather them. But generally speaking, I'm a nice, sweet, honest, want to help everybody type of person. So yeah.
Can we get Brownie to double back on that?
She was gonna say something. Sorry.
Okay, I just got to get her in on next. I know she was itching, and I threw something in the chat for you, Brownie. Maybe she can break that. Brownie broke something down with about the delusion and lies so good. I had not heard it like that before. That's why I be rocking with her like that. Even though we have a little bit of age difference, it's not her mind can go places that are older women we tend to go, or seasoned. I shouldn't say older. That don't sound right, but y'all know what I'm saying. So I'm a Brownie tap in.
So first, I wanted to say that a lot of times when men be like, "Oh, we give y'all the truth," and y'all don't be wanting the truth. No, nigga, you don't be wanting the results that you get from giving the truth, and that's the difference.
Thank you.
Let's talk about
That
it.
is true.
Exactly.
That is true.
Don't
But
say,
I gotta do all this extra stuff though.
no.
Like why y'all like, for example, you guys would set us up for failure, Brownie. You'd be
Let's
like,
just sit back. She ain't done. We're already ready to come
Can
up.
she finish talk? Let her
Let her
go.
go. Let her go, though.
Let her go. Let her go.
He in his pee-pees. You in your pee-pees? Touch your
y'all
little
do
nerves.
not be wanting to ask the results of y'all truth. And that's the difference. If you telling me the truth and you being real with me, I appreciate that. I don't like no dude, because if you over here, you telling me what I want to hear, we gonna play that game. And we gonna play that game until I get tired. Like
And we don't get tired.
I'm gonna just get tired of you.
Ooh.
But if I actually rock with you, I want you to tell me the truth. I want you to be honest with me. I want you to, to be able to communicate and tell me that, because I'm not gonna like lack to tell you. So if we got this relationship where we tiptoeing around the truth and I gotta dress it up nice, like no, it ain't always gonna be nice.
What if
Couldn't do it.
So let me ask you this. Be like, baby, them greens is a little salty.
I hate when my husband says stuff like that, but I do need to know the truth so I can make the greens better next time.
Exactly. That's it.
It is gonna hurt my feelings, right? However, next time I'm gonna have a little mental note about them greens. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Yeah.
Shows her the Unk be streaming. He says,
Here you go. This bullshit.
women can't handle the truth in all caps. That means he's shouting it. You know what I'm saying? If they could, we would be able to be like, yo, I just want to fuck.
Oh, here he go.
And they wouldn't be offended. So we lie.
I feel like you should.
Cap on the truth when he be lying.
I think you do gotta be truthful, and you just can't just deliver it just like, well, it depends on who you're talking to.
It's what Chanel
some
said.
women is like that.
So can we say I just want your money? That's it.
Ooh.
You guys do say that.
Yeah, you see, the niggas don't be giving a fuck about that shit.
Yes. Let him know.
I think you should. And the first time,
Right. What
No, you
not be
don't.
calling a
Stop.
gold digger?
The first time you dismissing me, I'm thanking God that you dismissed me.
I call cap.
Now he kind of he hit it right there. The dismissal, you gotta. I don't know. I used to have a 30-day policy, but now we done turned it to you got 3 to 5 business days. Okay, in 3 to 5 business days, you don't matter. You don't qualify for the conversation. But that yeah, we had to shut that window down for the betterment of society. You cannot do a 30-day policy anymore. You got 3 to 5 business days to plead your case. After that, you're going to be eliminated.
Next case.
That's a 3 to 5 business days.
He says if you change how you view me, you can't handle the truth.
We're supposed to change how we view you. You gave us info, so now we gotta change the way we operate. Like, what the fuck are we doing?
Let them know, creative.
I gotta jump. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Brownie. Go ahead.
You go, Candy. You go first.
No, go ahead, because I know you've been fighting to get in here. Go ahead.
All right, my thing is what Beachy was talking about when she was talking about that delusion and shit. Like, no, like, if you're gonna bring me into some dumb shit, let me consent to being in this dumb shit. You're not bringing me into this dumb shit. It had me delusional and confused and like, how did I? No, I want to know. Look, I knew from day one, and I still decided to do this dumb ass shit. Do not let me look back 4 years down the line and be like, how did I get here? Like, no, I wanna consent to my dumb BS.
Right.
If you ever feel confused in a relationship, leave.
Everything not a relationship.
Wait.
Everything not a relationship. Some of the situationships, some of them hookup-ships, some of them I want to get to know you ships. Everything is not going to be a relationship. Most things you can't even get to a relationship till you start with some type of situationship. So Brownie's basically saying, don't try to come selling me no lies and no Delulu. We're not sipping on that Delulu pack. Okay, we're not smoking that Delulu pack. We're not sipping on that Delulu. We don't care if it's cut or uncut. You're going to have to come who you are, serve that. And we'll make a decision. Okay, I wanna, even if we know it's effed up, we want to decide: do we want to go on that ride, that journey, that roller coaster on our accord? Don't go getting on the roller coaster and turn into a Ferris wheel, and then now we on the goddamn slip and slide. And I didn't come here for that. I didn't bring a bathing suit. I'm not prepared.
And that's how you get your windows.
Let me ask you this: do you agree with if you confuse, you just leave, or you gotta find why you can't find clarity? You know what I'm saying? Why you just leave if you
what confused? I mean by that is how what Miss Beachy was saying about 1 week is this, or next week you have a different expectation. She your sweetheart, and then suddenly you ain't talking to her for a week, and all of this kind of stuff. That's confusion.
But that's when you gotta find. But that's when you should want to find clarity.
No, I'm not trying to find clarity with somebody who's not clear. Because listen, people make time for what's important to them, right? So if I'm important enough, you don't want it to be muddy. You want it to be crystal clear.
But if you have a conversation, you might figure out why.
I'm not saying you're wrong.
I'm just saying it's better to find clarity than to just, if you jump from ship to ship, you're never gonna get to nowhere. You're just gonna
I'm not saying jump from ship to ship. I'm saying
if you stay your ass on the Titanic, you're gonna die. So you might need to get over there and jump the ship and get on a life route and just go and save yourself.
Think about it like this, DJ. If you was at work and one day they tell you, okay, so before you got hired, they gave you your job description, right? So you know what the expectations are, you know what you're supposed to do, what you can't do, whatever. But then every day or every other week, they changing shit up and you confused. You're like, I thought he said the expectation was this. Now it's something else. Next month is something else. And you just kind of like, I don't know. But if you want me to do a good job, you want me to execute really well, you want the shit to be clear, right? Exactly. It's the same thing in your relationship. I'm saying if it's
but I'll try to find clarity. I'll have to find some sort of clarity. You know what I'm saying?
Right. You're going every week and saying, okay, so week 2 or week 6 or whatever month, you said you wanted X. Now I'm trying to understand you've changed the plan. So this is what you want now. And then I'm saying the pattern of behavior of constantly doing something and then I'm wrong here, I'm wrong there, messing with my feelings, leading me along. Then you got all of the attention in the world from me and you love me. And
that's kind of, I see what you're saying. That's kind of specific, but I'm saying if you're unsure about anything, I think more couples should have conversations to find clarity than just I even look back at relationships. I could have worked on shit, but people just jumping from shit to shit. Like we don't even stay with some shit long enough for it to get nowhere. People just be quick to just jump from. Like, that shit is
Sometimes you're
crazy.
tired, DJ. Sometimes, but by the time they get to the person they probably should ask more questions, they just like, I haven't seen this shit before. So next. And maybe they should have gave you, not you personally, but I'm saying that person a chance.
Yeah, right.
So if I'm confused about you,
at a certain age and experience, some of us understand. Hold up, now we're gonna run back the familiarity. We're gonna run back. Hold up, this because a lot of stuff be another variation of another variation. Rarely, unless you come across somebody like me, you get a prototype. You get a, the real deal Holyfield. There ain't that many beaches out here and brownies. And, you know what I'm saying?
Let them know.
You ain't gonna really get it. Like me. I'm on the exclusivity. But that being said, if I come across any familiar behavior and I'm like, wait a minute, if you switch if it switch the gear go any other way, we're going north and it go a little north to the east. I done already in my mind, okay, because I'm gonna remember. Remember that time? I remember my failure. I remember flags that I ignore. I remember I hold a detailed genetic imprint. Don't forget this. And I didn't forget it because sometimes little pain hurt, like you remember, or a disappointment in yourself or whatever it is that got to a situation. It didn't just start with I didn't know. No, people were they would tell you in silence. Well, I listened in silence. There's a whole song out there. Shout out to Delirium, did a song called Silence. Okay, I listened. Silence is a lot. And in that moment, I am not apologizing. I'm going to make a decision, for you. I'm not even going to ask. I'm going to make it for you. Well, this is how it's going to go. Because if you can't talk and you don't know how to, I don't want to talk about it. We're not at an age where we want to debate. Like, we're not going to be debating a conversation, debating the simplicity of the male and female. That this is the easiest thing in the world. You know what's hard? Raising kids, keeping your bills up, keeping your credit. Those things take a little bit of work. But men, like, we shouldn't have no problem.
Is you ain't my baby. It's that simple.
If you is or is you not, my baby.
I'm going to say I disagree with you somewhat, BG. Okay. I believe in communication. I hear you, and I get what you're saying as far as the flags and whatnot. But one thing that I try to remain cautious of is not walking into things with paranoia at the front of my mind and like seeing something and thinking it's a flag when it could just be a misunderstanding. I'm gonna give you the opportunity to like explain it so we can talk it out so I can see where your head is coming from. If it sounds like a duck, walks like a duck, and quacks like a duck, at that point, your ass is grass. But I'm going to at least give you the opportunity to clarify it for me because I want to make sure I didn't misread this. Now, there are some things that I do think that are blatant red flags that you don't need clarification on. But a lot of the things, the nuanced things that we talk about, I think a lot of people expect their significant others or the people that they're just starting to date to be more mind readers. And I don't think that's fair.
I agree. I don't think red flag means cut off. I just think it means risk assessment.
Yeah, it means something to look at. Is like you got to pay attention over here. You know what I'm saying? Because some shit, I'm telling you, ain't perfect out there. You know what I'm saying?
I think you got to earn, right? So like, if I've been giving you, let's say, the last 4 months of my time and energy, and we've been hanging out tough and all of that kind of thing, you've probably built up some level of, I hope, rapport with me so I can kind of tell when something has gone wrong. And you might be like, you seem different. You know what I'm saying? Or I didn't talk to you for the past few days. What's up? You know what I mean? I'm not saying that you should just boom, I don't give a shit, especially if someone's had time with you. I'm saying these people who intentionally go out of their way to do some bullshit and then expect you to just keep rocking with them. I'm not doing that.
Right.
So you're talking about a male coquette then?
What's a coquette?
Dude that's hot, a dude that's hot and cold.
I'm saying anybody that's this way.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it. Let's wake it up. Let's wake up that hot and cold. I like that. Let's wake up the hot and cold because they're gonna try to skip past it like that doesn't exist in the male species. Okay, we giving it up on the regular. Okay, this is fresh, hot. This is piping hot. This you getting it.
Isn't that an avoidant? Wouldn't you consider? You say coquette, but I've heard that used for the terms of like an avoidant personality type.
Is that come from coquettish, or is that?
It depends.
That's what he was saying.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a hot and cold ritual, and once they get you on, and then once they call, and once they feel like you about to get off, then they get. It's like they keep you constantly
Yep.
stringing on.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's really just a bide your time type of thing. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And why would you do that, Dusty? Why would you sit here? Creative got things to do. Do you not understand? You're not the only motherfucking person.
Right.
Why are you talking about me? I just called
You're the only one. I can't do it because you're here, okay? So you're going to be our manager.
all men today.
You are a prop. Yes, you are. Okay, you got things to do. You gotta, other you don't get to just hold gatekeep and cock block. Okay, you don't get to just cock block everybody else trying to come because you want to sit there and hold the door.
Mm-hmm.
Like what?
She's telling the truth.
Go ahead.
Better candidates might be trying to come through the door, but you want to stand there cock blocking like that. Explain to the
How
people.
would y'all react? How would y'all react, and how long would it take you to react to a situation where a man was playing you, where he was hot and cold,
Well,
and he was doing that?
You asking me or you asking them?
Unless you date
I'm asking
men.
them.
I don't
She
date
just said-
men, but
She
it's
just
not.
said if
But
a
it's not
man.
exclusive. It's not exclusive to men, though.
Oh,
Women
okay.
do it too.
Okay.
Mm.
He
Okay.
can say how long women, he might have experience doing that, and how long women put up with his bullshit doing that. So he good.
Ooh, okay,
Good question.
Brownie. I like that question.
Yeah.
Good question.
They'll put up with it until they find somebody better.
Mm. Why do
So
you think
how long?
they say?
So how long? Wait, how long, Dusty, have you seen that?
30 years.
Jesus.
Are you even that
I'm not
age?
playing with
This
him.
is crazy.
Nobody's
I
playing
can't.
I'm 39.
So you've been pimping since you was 9?
I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about you. Asking what I've seen.
Oh, we thought we were talking about you.
So
That's what I
men could
thought you
keep
was
up the play for 30 years?
Only if you're honest.
What if
How
it's not a
long
play
is-
and what if it's not a play and that probably their personality? They probably been some people they probably on autopilot doing that type of shit. That's probably how they did since they was a kid and shit. You know what I'm saying?
So you're saying there's a mental, they just tap out of life. They just tap out. They just come in.
Oh, what it
I
is?
think they have an excuse, but go ahead.
No, it's not an
not
excuse. It could come from somebody they get with people and then they don't appreciate the familiar people. So then they start the energy they start giving you is less. But then when you start drifting off of them, they start giving you more energy. It's like the kid that got the toy that don't play with it, but when their cousin play with it, they rush to the shit. So they could be doing that in relationships. Soon as somebody go and know they appreciate them, and you could think it's like they're doing a hot and cold, but they just on autopilot. You know what I
So
mean?
they really just a child with childlike behavior.
Man, it's
No, they are adult, but they just started doing that shit from a lot of stuff you do and all of us do is stuff that we started doing when we was kids that we just become the adult version of that shit. You know what I'm saying? You wasn't in a relationship when you was a kid. You know what I mean?
Not
Your
that kind of
attachment
shit.
styles your attachment styles come from how your parents raised you. So based upon like how much affection you got in your early childhood before you were like 10 or so is based like that's how you're gonna go into your adult relationships. So that's why anxious people find them.
So can we
Because-
take that to the women and say, oh, I don't know if y'all, I had dolls, I have the Barbies, the cat. Okay. I noticed the common denominator, the girls that had dolls and the dollhouse and had the doll experience, we have a different approach with the women, tying back to the male identified, the mammy, and the different personalities. We play with our dolls. That's the time to get out here and play games, create stories, spin narratives. The dolls be doing the most. They find. Y'all saw a DJ intro. That's really a good, synapses of life. You can add some more characters in there, but that's the whole point of the dolls. The dollhouse is to create an environment. It's chaos. It's a lot of stuff going on. You gotta listen. If you have children, listen to your daughter playing. They're the dolls. It's be a lot going on. Even if they're not saying, just watch. Somebody gets put out. Somebody put back in. Somebody bed gig to the pet. somebody drive in a skate. Like it be all type of this.
I swear to God, because we didn't have a Barbie car, we used the skate. I swear to God.
Right, that's what I'm saying. They get creative. We get literally creative with how to get around. So fast forward to womanhood, I do approach things back to what Bronny said. Well, I was in a dollhouse and the car's not working. I got a roller skate. I'm constantly navigating the situation. I'm not going to just stay content with, well, I don't have any gas in the car, so I'm just gonna chill. No, I'm gonna get in the roller skate. Find another way because there's a will, there's a way. I don't just accept defeat. So men are just Dusty's basically speaking for the male species and saying you all will accept defeat and go cold or autopilot, as DJ said. By nature, something's wrong with you all because that, you know what that can cause. What if a war happened? What if right now something pop off? I got to look at my life with who is dependable. Because as an adult, it's going to break down to, are you dependable? And a man told me that. I asked him a question years ago, maybe 20-some years ago. I saw a certain characteristic going on with another female. I said, I don't get it. Why do you always ask her? Like, what am I doing? He said, hey, B, because she's dependable.
Ooh.
I said, okay, I understood what he said. And that was in my early 20s. So fast forward, that never left me. I said, no, I like that trait. I want dependability. Like if you ask me, you bet on it. If I said it, I'm gonna do it. If I'm coming, I'm showing up. Like I want to be that person, and I am that person. So these things that we're talking about, I don't know. Some of it is if someone kind of hint you get a hint along the way for corrective behavior. We can't just easily say, well, I was my parents, they didn't handle it. Yeah, okay, but there's still a moment. Gotta believe that we're gonna all burn and crash or whatever. That there's not a moment for corrective behavior where you can still do that, but it's a better way to do it. Maybe the way you've been doing this person hasn't worked. You can't do that with everybody. Like what I do with DJ might not work with Dusty on a friendship, and then how I am with Brown. I can talk to Brownie all type of ways, not like all type of ways, but y'all know what I'm saying. I've been more personal with her. I can't come in Candy Cane and just jump right into really specific personal things because I haven't had the engagement with Candy Cane. So I understand a behavior as in adjust accordingly to the person. So I can't treat everybody the same. I'm not going to treat creative. I can be respectful, but creative and you see what I'm saying? I know how to individualize and compartmentalize on a level that it shouldn't be no issues. If you're dealing with me, it's a problem, then the person's the problem. And same with most of us up here, except for Dusty and DJ. They're the problems and everything else.
Show so the Unk be streaming. He says, how it benefits us to tell the truth. No, how it benefit us to tell the truth, or he probably meant to not tell the truth. I'm not sure.
I can speak on that.
That's a dangerous game. People
it benefits me to tell the truth because, like, it allows me to establish whatever it is that's about to happen. Like, without honesty, you can't even get on the same rapport with each other. Like, it has to that has to be there. You know what I'm saying? If that's not there, you don't got nothing.
I think it benefits us to tell the truth because we'll end up fucking with whoever want to fuck with us. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, who would respect you if you're not honest? Like, who would respect you as a man?
Exactly.
You're so afraid of your woman that you're afraid of telling her the truth.
Yeah.
What makes you think it will? So do you think it's
afraid to tell y'all the truth? That's what it is.
Do you think it's always a good idea to tell the truth in every situation?
I do.
Yes.
Like, okay. Don't act like.
I don't think I wouldn't say in every situation. In most situations, like with people that you fuck with and you care about, yeah, you know what I'm saying. But in some situations, you just
does this dress make me look fat, baby? If you look fat, you are fat.
I'm talking about if you're talking to the police or some sort of shit like that. You know what I'm saying? This is why I say if it's people that you love, then I think you should tell the truth. But in some, I don't think you know what I mean? That's naive.
I think sometimes there's go ahead, Ms. Brown. Go ahead.
If you love me, tell me if I look fat. Tell me if I look. Don't have me outside looking crazy. Telling me I look cute. No, I need you to tell me if I don't look right, so I can go back to the drawing board and come up with some new shit. Do not be like, oh yeah, you look fine. I'm over here looking fucking cross-eyed and shit. My fucking eyebrows fucked up. Wig fucked up.
I need to hear the
Let me
truth.
know.
Like, that last barber that got hair fucked your shit up.
But do y'all even be?
No, like
Do y'all
He's a
even
barber,
be
that's why
asking
he said
niggas if y'all look fat in some shit? That y'all be doing that shit?
No,
I don't.
No.
I'd rather ask women. I don't.
Right.
I think that's a white woman
I'm
question.
asking
Do black women ask that? I think that's for white women. I'm not trying to be racist, but I don't
Right.
think they ask.
Black women ask that question.
I've never asked that.
can
I
ask
know when
I've
I
never
look
asked that
fat.
either.
Probably in a
Yeah,
probably in a different way. Probably in different.
You
Now,
might
Uncle-
say, "How do I look?" That's a different question.
How
That's
do
an
I look?
open-ended
Okay,
question,
okay.
right? If you ask a closed-end question, you're gonna have a whole ass problem because it's yes or no. But if
Yeah.
you say, "How do I look?" they could be like, "This is what I probably would say if I didn't like what my friend had on. I'd probably be like, it's not your best. I think you got something better. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I don't want to hurt her feelings, but I also
I like
don't
that.
want her to go out looking crazy. So I'll be like, I liked you in that other little silver dress. Try that one on. Let me see. You know what I'm saying? And then be like, that's popping.
Your eyelashes is a little chinchilla-y.
This nigga. Sorry.
Right? Yes. That ass looks fat and it matches the stomach. That's a nice.
Yes.
No.
Yeah,
now, like, let's not push it because as women of a certain age, caliber, we know what we look like. I know goddamn well what I look like before I posted it, what is given, and I'm fine with it. Like I'm good. Ain't no way in hell I'm gonna wait for Dusty to tell me, bitch, you're getting there, but you still. I wish I would. He will tear your self-esteem down. Don't get me wrong. He will kill your self-esteem. He is so superficial and vain. Other than that, though, you have to know your friend. I know what you even to tell me because I know I live with me. So I'm not gonna pretend that before I go somewhere, if I had to try on 3 different things, a couple of switches, I don't feel right in it. I don't care what it looked like. If it doesn't feel right and I got to ask, I'm taking it off. Because I'm uncomfortable. I'm pulling on it all night. I'm pulling on it. I feel squished. No, I just need to come off and find something else that I can at least walk out the door and be like, I'm okay with. And that's come with maturity. There is no reason anybody in our group should get ready to go somewhere. And you didn't even put you should have investigated that. Things change day by day, week by week sometimes. And just the move. Sometimes your attitude might not be able to pull off something. Sometimes it really do be from the inside out. Actually, that's a lot of times. So I don't need y'all to tell me, Chanel, thank you, friend. But girl, I don't need you to tell me what they asked me for my silver dress at, because once I put that baby on, I knew I had full intent. I don't care what you think. This is what I'm doing. And you're gonna
full length mirrors are for. That's why you keep a full length mirror in your house so you can tell yourself with reality. That's why you.
But you know what? I have a mirror in my house.
Some of the mirrors learn.
I have a mirror in my house, and I'm not sure if this is a magic mirror or not, because sometimes I'll be like, "Why I look a little extra slim?"
That is crazy to see.
I swear to God, I'm like, is this mirror in here trying to trick?
And by the way, show the Unc, we got one more after this one, right? He said, "No one is owed the truth. You get what you get." What do y'all think?
He's heartless.
That's right.
Yeah, he is.
I mean, he ain't lying, but it's your choice if you want to be moral. If that's who you are, you're just gonna be who you are.
That's true.
And he said, when they confuse, we have to figure it out. Laughing my ass off.
I'm not a good liar. I got chemo brain. So like, if I
do you actually have chemo brain?
Well, he has twice.
So like 3. But if I'm like, I was with Witch Doctor last week when we was hooping. If I'm lying 2 weeks later, I'll be like, yeah, man, when I was with Dion, like, nigga, I thought you was a Witch Doctor. Like, that's gonna happen.
Damn, you beat cancer. You beat that shit twice for real.
3.
Wow.
Shout
out to you.
Absolutely.
Shout out. Yeah, you should be getting.
Don't y'all think, even though he said that, shouldn't the person you're dealing with understand, hey, I may have gaps. I might have. Don't you think it's your responsibility to say, hey, work with me on this, because I might forget, I might get spaced out. Like I might, I'll be like, my PTSD, you gonna know, because I'm gonna say something and you'll know, hey, let me.
People will figure it out. They'll be like, he got memory fog. when you're searching for an answer.
They might think it's the weeds. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Somebody
I don't
might
know,
say it's
Chanel.
the
That's
weeds.
lazy. He'll figure it out.
No, not him.
I'm about to go smoke a blunt right now, for real.
I'm
See what
saying
I'm
people
saying?
will notice. The people that are around you, if you're foggy in your brain, they'll notice. They'll be like, you know what I mean?
They
So
got
they'll
this
figure it
shit
out.
name. They got this shit name Genko or some shit like that.
Ginkgo,
To help
Kaboba,
you with
whatever.
I take that and St. John's wort.
Yeah, I know.
yeah, help you with memory and shit.
But on the real though, like I'd rather get caught cheating than to get caught lying, because I feel like I can get back up and get caught cheating.
Why not just leave?
I don't cheat anymore. I don't cheat. I'm
you reformed?
I haven't, bro. I was married. Look, I don't cheat no more. I haven't cheated since I was 25. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Good job. Good job.
Yeah.
I want him to finish that thought. How do you feel like cheating is better than lying? Explain.
Well, this the thing. I
Let's
feel
talk
like
about
if I caught cheating, if I'm honest, I feel like there could possibly be a way back. See, this the thing. Most people, when they break up over cheating, it ain't the cheating that broke them up. It's the betrayal that went with it, because you was probably pillow talking to the other woman about why you hate your wife. And then when she called the wife and be like, yeah, that's why he hates you, because of woo, 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 woo. And you know she right. That be the betrayal. It don't be that. See, if he would have just got his freak on and picked his drawers up and left, she probably could have maybe worked it out with you. But you betrayed her in an even deeper way. You pillow talked about your wife.
You betrayed her when you stuck your penis in that other lady's mouth. Sorry.
I'm not
Yeah,
lying.
but that's not worse than
right.
Right.
I'm not. I'm just saying. I'm just establishing what betrayal is. You
It's
betrayed
different
her.
levels to the betrayal, though.
No. Be very clear. You betrayed her when you stuck your penis in that lady's mouth in her other two orifices.
Absolutely.
That was betrayal.
But before you even got to cheating, lying was involved. That's the part.
You did that.
Right.
Is what makes it worse.
Lying, though.
Right.
Like,
No, I don't think cheating always requires.
you don't got a lot of
It
cheating.
absolutely requires
You
lying.
gotta lie to
No,
cheat.
you don't. You don't
Yes,
got a lot
you
of
do.
cheating. No, you don't.
Oh.
No, you don't.
So that means you just never
You can
told
cheat
him. You're saying you're
silently.
omitting the truth.
No, what if you cheat and you got caught and you confess? You know what I'm saying? You got me. You know what I'm
that's
saying?
not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about what even. Okay, so you don't just wake up one day and have sex with another person. That's something that is, well, you can, but I think in a lot of places, in a lot of times where people are cheating, there's a lead up to it, a build up to it, and you had to lie to get away with it to even get to that point.
You wouldn't never delete
lies of
messages on your
omission. I
phone.
agree with that.
Just
At
saying.
least lies of omission, but on some real ish, like the betrayal, in my opinion, be worse than the actual physical thing, because it's a different type of betrayal. Like, there, you told her my closest everything about why I hate, and you just gave that and told her like I wasn't nothing.
When you put your penis in that lady's orifices, you told her she wasn't nothing.
So you're not even going to acknowledge what I'm saying. Okay.
No, I hear you. I'm just giving you the real. What didn't you say about honesty when we talking about that?
I feel
so
like,
stop trying to cake it up and make it pretty.
I just
What did
feel
you
like
tell
you
me
did that.
earlier? I ain't doing that.
I just
I
feel
ain't
like
about to make it pretty. Now you trying to make
I
it pretty.
feel
And
like you got a
reality
chance.
says you cheated on her, you betrayed her. Well, all the other stuff is just the other stuff, but it's still betrayal.
But I
want to hear him out.
Still got a chance.
Okay, sorry.
That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying she gonna fuck with you. I'm just saying you might got some get back if you're respectable about it.
Hold on, wait, what?
You might get
cheating. There's respectable types of cheating.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that last part.
Like, look.
Like, you mean you put on a condom during the cheating? Is that what you
No,
mean by
he's saying you.
respectable?
Like, let's say
I
you
know that's
went
not what
to
he's
a
saying. I'm
hotel
joking.
room. You wasn't out in public with her. You didn't go out in public with her. You went to a hotel room. You didn't violate your house. You wasn't cupcaking and talking about your wife and all that. You was just keeping it to the inner. Like, there's different levels of betrayal. It's not just, it's betrayal stacked on top of each other.
So for example, maybe I'm wrong, but I would say a next level or a different level of betrayal would be maybe you slept with her best friend or her sister.
Sure, yeah, sure, absolutely.
Okay.
So let me make sure I understand what you.
I love it when she talks.
Because I need clarity. I can't.
Go ahead,
I gotta have
I
clarity. So what you're saying is essentially, if you cheated and she was the only, like, she caught you directly, it's not like her homegirls came back or her mama came back. Like,
right.
Only you and her knew she could go ahead and forgive you for that because there wasn't a level of like public humiliation with it.
What I'm saying is you got a better chance at get back. You got a better chance at, keeping the relationship. You got a better chance
because you feel like she wasn't humiliated publicly.
That it's a factor. And then on top of that, if she know she's abusing you, then so if she knows she abused you, like let's say she's withholding for an extended period of time, or let's say she catch you with a woman that's considerably more beautiful than her, you might got a chance.
Right.
Is that ever the case?
Hell yeah.
I heard there's always some ugly girl that you cheated with. You'd be like, really? You picked her?
Yeah, but then she gonna leave you for that. But if you cheat up, the jealousy might kick in and be like, you're not keeping my man. Like, it's a possibility.
A lot of times when niggas got like a side piece, it do be a better or a younger things. You know what I'm saying? But when it's like
you
they
mean
just
when like y'all younger?
It just in general, she could be older and better.
No,
What
I
you
mean
mean,
like
like you might got a 30-year-old and you might got a 45-year-old that's better than you. It's still going to have the same.
Can y'all hear him?
It's audio. Your audio's cutting out.
Yeah, your audio go. Yeah.
It faded out a little bit.
Can you hear me now? Because I was away from the mic.
We can hear you.
Shit, I forgot. Go ahead.
Oh. Well, do y'all think it's worse? Like, what would you rather? Would you rather, let's just say your significant other cheated and he never told you? He cheated that one time, never told you. Y'all moved on, lived happily ever after. Or would you rather he cheated and he told you and then you have the option to move around?
It's 3 types of cheaters.
I was asking the ladies. Sorry.
Hold on, say that again. Chanel, he cheated.
I was saying, so like whoever this person, you love them, right? You've been with them for a long time. Let's say you married or a long time relationship. Mm-hmm. They cheated on you at some point during a relationship, but they never told you. Y'all live happily ever after. You never know. Ignorance is bliss. Mm-hmm. Or would you rather he cheated on you, but he told you about it? And now you have to deal with all of the things that he was talking about with the feelings and the betrayal and all of that.
I'd rather he tell me, because you know what would drive him to do that? So he could work through that. I don't know. I'd rather him tell me. I mean, if it's your real soulmate or somebody you fuck with, you gotta.
I'm saying somebody you serious about. Maybe you have kids.
Yeah, so you would tell them. Yeah.
What is his purpose for telling you? If he was getting away with it, you never knew about it. You were living in bliss. What's his purpose for going and ruining that?
That's the reason that
Thank you. Stay in the matrix.
Honesty.
Stay in the matrix.
No, it's for honesty, and it's to bring you guys closer. Because you never know.
But what if it eats away at your soul for the rest of your life? Because now you know this information and all of the details and the questions.
That's how you die early. Because
Johnny Taylor got a song. He say,
that's how you die early, Dusty. You want to
Johnny
keep
Taylor got a song. He say, if I don't bother my conscience won't bother me.
No, that's how you.
But I do think what Candy Cane asked is a good question, because if you do cheat and then let's say it's 6 years into the relationship you cheated, now we 15 years into the relationship and you tell me, now why are you telling me? Because for some people that's going to destroy their world. It's going to disrupt everything they thought about their relationship, they trust, they commitment, whatever it is. It's going to disrupt all of those things.
So what if the other person cheated also? And since you told,
we can't be bringing in a secondary cheat.
Well, that's a lot of cheating.
Hold on. Because I do think we
don't need no confessions. I don't know who. Maybe the shows and confessional booths and I got a secret. That's not reality, y'all. The reality is you need to take it to the grave. Take it to the grave. Don't go.
Right. But wait, Gucci, I got a question.
Don't go disrupting the balance. You're going to cause problems, confusion, unnecessary conversation, explaining memories that are relapsed.
I disagree.
You are hurting. Don't come tell me nothing you did. I don't care.
No, I
don't want to hear about nothing that happened 15 years ago. I don't want to hear about last year.
Matrix. Let her stay in the Matrix.
Take it to the grave. Don't come.
Not me. We gonna be
it does not. Let me tell you, it's not going to clear my conscience if I hit somebody and say, I never told you. First, I don't even let my friends. If it start off with anything like, I never told you this, but I'm going to shut you up. Then keep not telling me. I don't want to hear it now.
No, I want you to tell me.
Anxiety.
Can
Okay,
I jump in on you, ladies? Let me jump in on you.
Hold on. If you can't be completely honest with your person, that's not your person.
Go ahead, Candy.
An acceptable reason for coming back and telling your wife, your girlfriend, your whoever that you cheated is that you know you got something that's burning. That's the only reason why. If you have already gotten away with it for as long as you've gotten away, and she's still living in her bliss, why ruin that for her? It's already a done deal. It's not like you undo.
Or him or her,
or him.
You guys advocate for this, for being in blissful?
I'm saying.
Well, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Miss Candy, didn't nobody find out about
I would want
to the funeral?
No, because do you guys?
I just think that there's pros and there's cons.
I want to know if they advocate for this.
So let me ask you this. So let me ask you this, Dusty. You saying that you would want to know, or no? You saying you wouldn't want to know? You want to stay in the matrix if it was your old lady?
I would want to know.
I'd want to know. You know
I think there's pros and cons. I think the pros to knowing is that this person that was violated, betrayed, whatever, is able to make a decision of, maybe they want to move in a different way for whatever the reason might be, right? But that's the pro. To me, that's probably the only pro. I think the cons are if you tell this person, they could fall into a deep depression. It could be it could be catastrophic for that person over there that you now have to reveal this information, especially if y'all have kids, especially if y'all been in this long, relationship together.
And that's the problem now.
That's why I said you have to know you got to protect your own emotions. And if somebody, I don't even know if you hit a body somewhere. I don't need to know about nothing that I didn't hit.
Can I finish?
Oh my God. You're like superficial relationships. I can't.
No, it's not.
I want to know everything. Listen, I don't care. I want to know to tell me.
You don't want to know what a
No.
You don't want to know what a podcast. You don't
I agree with you to a certain degree. That is not lying. If you ain't give out every detail or everything, that's not lying. That's just not giving detail. And I don't think you want to know all the details either, creative. You just saying that shit. No.
So I just want to know where I left off.
What
oh, my fault.
That's going to break your heart, creative. I'm telling you.
Go ahead,
hold on, Chanel. And that's the problem right there.
Wait a minute, we cut the lady off. Wait a minute.
Wait. Can I finish my story? Why am I taking on what somebody else did and making that a shot towards me? They did that. I did not do that.
I don't think it's that you're taking it on as a shot towards you. I'm saying
you are, because why you making
let her go before she forget her point. I'm just going. You got it. I just muted them. Go right ahead.
So as I was saying, why ruin the bliss now if this is something you did 6-10 years ago and we've been living happily since then? I'm not saying you shouldn't tell your partner that you're cheating so that y'all can fix it or get it together. If you did it yesterday, if you're currently doing it now, if it's something in the present that we can work on, I think that makes more sense to me if I'm in the position, because you got to think about, like Chanel being a wife, you got investments, if y'all got kids, if you got all these things together, now you're putting me in a position to go back 6 years to think about something you did then if you're not doing it now. And I'm not saying give this man a pass. I'm saying we've already moved past it and I didn't even know about it. So why are you taking me back there unless this is something you want to fight about in the now? But if it's happening now, I feel like that's a different situation.
See, I don't know. I think I'm the resident G up here. I'm the G up here.
I disagree. You guys still live in your
no. I'm coming from hit it. We're gonna hit it. We're gonna run it like a G. We're not gonna run this on no simp type of. I just want to know it. I want to be. No, we're not gonna do that, because at the end of the day, you gotta sleep. You gotta look at a person, and you gotta deal with whatever they told you.
He told you.
And I don't need you telling me. That's the whole point. If he doesn't love me enough to say, I don't need to even hurt her and bring her to this, we are good. She's good. And we rocking and rolling. And why would you do that to me? I'm going to stop you. I promise you, you're not going to get past. Listen, I don't need to hear it. If it ain't the repo, if somebody not coming to repo anything, the feds aren't at the door. You haven't lost your job. You don't need to tell me.
So do you think?
I don't want to know. I don't want to know. And you are talking about you want to know. You need to. No, it's not because you're not. I'm not telling you mine.
He can come to you and be honest and tell you.
No.
Then it's not.
Why wasn't he honest with you 6 years ago?
That's deception in a way. If you're conscious, that's your conscience to live with. If somebody's with me, they got to lay down and think about, man, I really did be wrong. That's not my problem. That's your conscience. Don't go put it down. That's because there's a thing called trauma bonding. There's a thing, ladies, called trauma bonding.
You're not gonna know creative. That's what she's saying.
That's what I was trying to get to.
So that's why you know how they use this term. We've all heard it. Ignorance is bliss. So it's sort of like, I'm not saying creative. You should do whatever. I always say, do whatever the hell works for you in your life. Right. But there could be
on a soul level. But go ahead.
But I think there could be unintended harm that you don't know right now. If that situation happened, you would actually want to know. Especially the devil is in the details. He come and you asking all the questions, right? You like, oh, I want to know what you said. What went on, right? And so suppose he says it went on for 2 years. It went on with a person you knew. It went on at our house. It went on Now you have all of this information, but you guys have been living because he didn't. And I'm saying this is a made up story, right? But he didn't. He after the relationship or after the cheat or whatever, he stopped for whatever reason. He got a conscience, and y'all moved 6 or 7 or 8 or 10 years into the future, right? So all of that is gone. He brings you all of this information after y'all have moved on with life. Now you're gonna be second guessing everything. How he did this to me. You were so disloyal to me. You were all of these things. But in reality, he did do this thing. He was treacherous, or she, if it's a female. This behavior was treacherous and it was dishonest and it was horrible and all those things. But y'all have been living this whole life all this time. Now you are the person that's stuck with. I have to second guess everything I thought I knew about this person.
Intuition will tell you something is going on.
Not always. That's
I
why
don't think it always does.
The wife is the last to know.
Yeah, I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna listen.
But not everybody knows. That's why they say the wife is the last to know. Because
so let me ask you.
Family can know.
Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this question.
There were signs.
Let me ask you this question, right?
I'm sorry.
If your man cheated on you, right? And it's like it been like a couple years past, like 5 years and shit, and he told you that shit, would you leave him for that?
You're asking me?
Anybody.
Oh, okay.
I mean, if he's honest and he tells me, I would tell him, why did it take you so long to tell me? Number one. And then I would ask him, like, why did you
leave that motherfucker?
Why would I leave him?
Well,
why would you rock the boat of a steady ship?
Thank you. Come on, Captain.
That was my question.
Because you know what?
As a matter of
question.
You know what?
Can I make a point here?
Yeah.
How many movies have we seen where that person feels mad that you still with that person and they come and they do something?
Let's make it a little bit simpler, right? What if you found out about some shit that not just they come up to you and tell you, because that's not that realistic. What if you found some shit out from something that happened like 5 years ago, but y'all still been going strong? Y'all probably like, I don't know, but it was 5 years ago. Would you leave them or would you stay?
No, I would ask him if he I'm gonna see his growth and ask him if he went past this.
But it was 5 years ago. He clearly going past it. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, she's staying with him, DJ. She's staying.
So it didn't even make sense, in the first place. Because it's
and
like,
then I would tell him, if I was to do that, would you still stay with me?
But it's
no.
And based on his question, then I would know if I should leave him.
You mean based on the answer?
It's not the same thing if you cheat versus y'all cheat. Like, we could cheat and still love you. Once you cheat, it's over. You don't love us no more.
No, shut the fuck up.
Hold on.
No. You're not going to do that tonight. We're not doing that.
If you
I don't know. Let him get it out. Just let him get it out.
If you even allow me to catch
woman, she got her
allow me to catch you cheat, you don't respect me.
No, because what if I just wanted sex?
If you allow me to catch
I kind of agree with Dusty. I agree. A man can cheat and very much love you and have any absolutely no emotions in it. It's a high probability though when women step outside, she done got emotional entanglement. There's been some other conversations.
Prostitutes. What happened to the prostitutes?
We talking
OnlyFans.
That doesn't apply.
What are you talking about?
Come on. No.
Wait a minute, but you proving the point. That's the thing. Them niggas don't love the OnlyFans model and shit like that. What are you talking about?
And exactly, and the OnlyFans model don't love him. So
exactly.
Exactly. So why are you gonna say?
But they ain't cheating. They ain't in a relationship. They just doing that's their job. They compartmentalize.
If a woman could compartmentalize and use that for money, why she can't do that in a relationship?
But look at this. That's her job. That's not the thing that she do intimately.
Oh my God. She don't give a fuck about him. You gonna pay me and you get this sex.
It don't matter. He don't care about that shit.
She's saying that she can compartmentalize it too.
No, but she's not in a relationship. She's not. What are you? She's not in a. She's not in that. Look at this. She's not in that kind of relationship. You know what I'm saying? Of course, she could come. A single woman could sleep with how much ever dude she wanna sleep with. You know what I'm saying? She might catch feelings for somebody. Right? She might catch feelings for somebody. But that's the thing. That lady that giving up the box, she might got feelings for somebody. But this is her job. She already her mind is set up to see that shit a whole different way.
Exactly,
you know what I mean?
but she compartmentalized, DJ. Exactly what you said.
But that's not the average woman that's doing that shit.
Okay, that's not the average man.
On you, she's done with you.
The same thing.
Niggas used to go to war and fuck the other niggas bitches that they didn't even fuck with.
Hold on, there's a lot of women who got friends and they fuck your husband. They fuck your boyfriend.
Damn.
What are you saying? What are you saying?
Creative is not playing with y'all tonight. Okay.
I see. Pew, pew, pew.
She is not playing. She ain't letting y'all out this box. Nope.
That shit is not the same thing.
Yeah, okay. Because you
not
want
the
to
same
believe your
thing.
fairy tale.
And I'm gonna tell
I'm
you
gonna
why.
let you believe your fairy tale.
No, in some cases,
I'm right. And reason number one, women are tender clits.
What?
Women are tender in the clit. Like a man is a tender dick. Women are tender clits. Y'all love the guy. Y'all look. I don't care how many dudes you got in your rotation. You only like one of them.
So what do you call that? Compartmentalizing, right?
That's a fact.
She only like one of them. Us,
so she said. So you're proving Creative's point that women can compartmentalize it.
No, the difference is we not gonna fall in love with the other bitch unless you ain't shit.
So when she compartmentalizes it, she falling in love. But when you compartmentalize it, you not. It's the same difference.
It's the same thing. Why do you have a side chick? Wait. The same men who be having all these side chicks. How come the side chicks can compartmentalize?
They're not compartmentalizing. These bitches is lying. They got feelings for these niggas.
Oh.
I can't with that. I can't.
They speaking Cantonese.
You know it.
They be loving these niggas. What you mean? They be 30-year side chicks. These motherfuckers don't love
not 30-year side chicks.
Yeah, that's a fact. I have the commentary. Dusty, we're gonna give Beachy a shout out for Tantric Tuesdays. I do have the commentary of the 30-year side chicks on my channel. They are private. I will unprivate for them. Yeah, if y'all ever want to review some good commentary, Tantric Tuesday. I do have the videos for the 30-year side chicks. We did bang on this bitch about that, and open confessions of these real type of things on the YouTube streets, not playing somebody else saying it like in real time. It just come out with, wait, hold up, wait, what? You know, and they broke it down, and it was, you know, it is possible.
I do think that there's some women. I do think there's some women that think like men, right? Yeah. Just like there's some men that think like women. I don't know.
I think some women.
Numbers are even. But
when you say women that think like men, what do you mean that they think like men?
That this gonna sound bad.
I have a best friend that be like, "Oh, I fucked the guy upstairs, and I called him upstairs, and we had a threesome. We had a threesome, and yeah."
They don't have that emotional attachment that you guys say women have. That's what I mean by that.
Hey, I'm about to go. Listen, y'all. Hold. I'm gonna find this video. I know where it's at. I just gotta search. We're gonna find.
I love it, Beachy. Yes.
We're gonna wake it up. I told we're gonna wake it up. We're gonna find the who's still who they are and what they say. Other than a few little physical things.
Well,
but see,
you
you
guys
have to be honest with that to happen, though.
Have a good night. I'll talk to you.
I ain't leaving. I ain't said I was going to say.
No, I'm leaving.
Why you leaving?
Because I got things to do tomorrow. Check. Yeah. Uh-huh.
She got a job.
But love y'all. If it was the weekend, I would say I got other stuff to do. But talk to y'all later. Good talk.
That's why you had to say 30-year side chick. Not everybody leaving. They catch you now. You done upset the people. Why you had to bring that back up in the conversation? I was gonna find it.
Yeah, I know.
Like Chanel. They didn't like that. The chat said they're not trying to hear that. They don't want to hear. They don't believe somebody stuck around for 30 years with a dude.
Man. See, our grandparents used to do shit like that. They just didn't talk about it. You would just see her at the funeral with the other kids. I
think a lot of people. I think there's people of means that got their situation, and not only people of means, but I think there's people that got their situation in order like that. You know what I'm saying? Where they got
like what Dawn said about the men being delusional. She said, y'all be on that delulu too. Y'all think everybody about to fall in love with you. Everybody looking at you like you about to be their husband or next husband. Y'all be sipping on that delulu pack too. So I'm with Dawn. We ain't like, don't just put it on women.
Wait a minute. Most niggas don't
No, they just be lying. They do it.
Yeah, most niggas is not trying to be like, you know what I'm saying, cuffed up and shit like that.
They be trying.
Until later on in our life.
I don't want a relationship.
Until we hit like 30 or some shit. Until we hit like our 30s or some shit, we don't even be thinking about. Well, most niggas don't even be thinking about that type of shit. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Cap.
Just the rare few niggas that be on that shit.
I gotta call Cap.
Mm-hmm. We're calling Cap. You can see falling in love. Y'all was talk a bitch down, follow from chat to chat.
We might get like pussy whip.
You don't go nowhere.
But as far as like
with them and stuck with them, you don't understand. It's time to exit, pass the ball, and move on with your life. You stick around like a bad.
These niggas be in love too. They be all that shit. They just be lying. They come up here and want to be like Oyas, but they really be in motherfuckers DMs. And
all in love.
If they don't piss baby off, so she don't expose the DMs.
And we
whoever she is.
Dusty took this to a whole new level.
I'm just saying that's what it is.
No, we're not. I'm not co-signing. I remember I led this conversation with discretion. If somebody don't understand the rules of discretion, you shouldn't even be dealing with them. If they don't have a code within themselves that I don't give a damn what happened, I ain't saying nothing. You shouldn't even be operating with a person whose character is anything less than knowing what of discretion. But that's me. And everybody don't know how to find that type of character. That's a trait, I guess. But moving on. Still gonna find that video though. Oh, look, Kiana came up here.
Going all the way up.
You all have upset Creative tonight. She's not having it, you guys. Okay. She's not having it.
I like Creative.
Apologize to her.
I like Creative.
I do too.
She got a soft voice.
What's that supposed to mean? Come on a minute. Are you trying to throw shade to say that some of us don't have a soft voice? What's that supposed to mean? She have a soft voice.
And by the way, it's not a set. By the way, it's not a set panel. Anybody could hit the link.
Yeah, if you see me up here, anybody can hit the link. No, yeah, for sure.
Hey, Keon.
Can you drop the link?
Oh man, this was good stuff. Yeah, I mean, look, y'all got to do better. I'm sorry, y'all got to do better on Craig. You can't be out here wide open talking about tell me everything. I want to hear it. A lot of you, I want to. What happened 5 years ago? Y'all, you're gonna get yourself in trouble. You don't want that type of trouble. There's a reason why we let men would go off the war and go off the places. You don't know what happened. You just know they came back. You really don't know people are there. How can they come back? They don't need to be running down a 5-point plan of day-to-day activities and when and then it go into that's kind of
I really want to hear about it, what you call it, the 30 days the 30-year side chicks. You know what I'm saying? I want to know what people. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know my shit.
Yeah, let me get my.
That'd be a sad life to
I
live.
just started some shit, bitch. My bad.
That'd be a sad
I'm
life.
gonna find it.
You said somebody was a 30-year side chick.
Yeah, y'all gotta tell me if my mic is too low or some shit. You know what I mean?
Nah, you good, bro.
Yeah, and it's my commentary, so we can play it, and ain't nobody gonna ain't
That's a
gonna mess with
career.
it.
That's a career at that point. 30 years, shit.
Oh no,
I mean, I think if somebody 30 years in a comfortable, if you're in a comfortable situation for 30 years, you're not gonna be tripping. You know what I'm saying? Because you're in a comfortable situation. You know what I mean?
There's no pension plan.
Oh God, that's why you should.
What do you mean? Some people be in the will and all types of shit, bro.
That's a rare occasion.
Not
But
as much
all of that
as
shit is rare. None of that shit is like the most common of shit.
I ain't gonna lie though. You dealing with one female for 30 years?
No. We
multiple
talking about
females.
a woman being a willing side chick for 30 years. I mean,
Nah,
she was
that's
buying
what,
the white
that's what I
president.
meant though. That's what I meant though. I mean, like she's your side chick, but you still dealt with her for 30 years. I mean,
She
I
was
would think
buying the white presents.
she was buying the wife presents. Oh,
Yeah,
man.
go get this for your wife.
Oh man.
You might as well
Get
become
this for your
Mormon.
wife.
Oh man.
That's crazy.
He must have some money or something. I don't know. Shoot, I don't know.
You ain't gotta have no money. You just gotta have something.
Yeah, women will let you do stuff, when you got other assets. You know what I mean? They'll just, turn a blind eye to a lot of stuff. I ain't gonna hold you.
B Love said, I could sadly understand why a woman would choose to be a side chick.
Damn.
Yeah, at least you ain't getting lied to. You know what I mean?
No, you ain't gotta work.
So imagine, right?
To me, the side chick is gonna only get the good parts. You know what I'm saying? Because the side chick don't gotta deal with all the extra shit. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's until you find another one. Then she making a song called "Your Husband Is Cheating on Us."
Oh man.
Then she expose you, right?
Yeah, your husband is cheating on us.
What's up? It's us.
Bismillah said, I don't think he gotta be a wealthy man. I just think in a lot of cases it just work easier like that.
You just gotta be a man. Like, you gotta understand, if you living in a world where most men are afraid of you so much so that they can't be honest, you know what I'm saying? Like, and they come across a man that's finally man enough to tell them the truth. It's like, damn, I ain't met a man nowhere in my life until I met this cheating motherfucker.
Yeah.
Nigga, what?
No, but the whole thing is it's cheaper to keep her. Like marriage, like getting a divorce, it blows. That's why they tell you to get married so you don't fuck it up, because getting divorced blows. It's
and
incentive.
that's why women should never get married.
That's why what?
You say what?
Means you shouldn't cheat after you get married, because getting divorced blows. You should figure it out.
Yeah, I'd rather just be separated than get a whole divorce.
Yeah, take a break, but don't cheat.
Wait a minute. I could have swear somebody just said women shouldn't get married.
That's what
Yeah,
you
I
said.
said that.
That's exactly what I agree.
Black Dove, why you say that, Black Dove?
It's just not a good idea. I don't.
But why? Why do you think so?
Has anybody asked you to marry them before?
Yeah.
And you declined?
Well, yeah, I was really young. I was like 23.
Damn, 23.
So, I mean, most people that said don't get married, at least they experienced it before.
No, I didn't have to experience it. I talked about this in our last show. Like, I've dealt with guys where it was hard enough to like get out of that relationship and the government wasn't even involved. And like, I can't even imagine like
You weren't married.
So you got commitment issues, is what I'm hearing. That's
what it sounds like.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like a little bit. Like you don't
Ain't
wanna-
nothing wrong with that, though.
Oh, you weren't married.
What was
Ain't
that?
nothing wrong with that. So would you be a side chick?
Oh no. But I would be in like a, I don't know. how to-
Just a lifelong relationship.
Honesty.
Wait, Black Dove. Not all men cheat. You know, there are some good men out here.
No, black men don't
but, like,
cheat.
just because you don't cheat doesn't mean that you're a good man. Like you can.
I know, but I'm just saying, you know, that there are some honorable men.
So what's the reasons why you were married then?
Why I wasn't?
Yeah, like why you wouldn't?
She said she was young.
No, she said she would never. She said she wouldn't marry.
Oh.
Yeah.
God, I just can't, like I'm just afraid. Like when you, I don't know. Like I do have commitment issues. Like if you, I can't commit to somebody not knowing like if it's. I don't know. I'm stumbling over my words. I just don't like. I don't want to be stuck with somebody. Is the easiest way to put it.
I don't let her talk. You don't want what?
I don't want to be stuck with somebody who we're clearly not in love, but we're together because it's convenient.
Okay, so you make the choice to marry or not. You have the choice.
Yeah, that's why I would never marry. Like, I wasn't even married to somebody. Like, you know, I was with this guy for years, the only guy I ever like really lived with. And we were like, there came a point where it's like, we clearly were not like all that in love anymore. I honestly didn't even like being around him all that much. Like it was just bad, but it was so convenient, right? Because it's like you live together. Oh, the bills are 50% cheaper when he's here. Oh, it would be harder to break this lease than to try to
advocate for women to be self-sufficient. Go ahead, Black Dog.
Let me ask this too. How long was that relationship, and was that like your longest relationship? You said that's the only time you live with somebody.
Yeah, that was my longest relationship, and it was about 6 years.
Wow.
And I'd say that we were like kind of stuck together.
So why didn't one of you guys leave? Like why did you drag it on?
Oh, I did leave, but it was just like it was really hard to leave. I left like in the middle of the night type stuff.
That's fucked up.
Why is that messed up? Because when like if you
leave a note,
communicate.
Did you leave a note?
No.
That's fucked up.
No, it's not, because I clearly communicated that I didn't want to be in that relationship for like well over a year.
Men don't listen like that. You gotta get up and leave.
What you mean by you clear? What you mean by clearly? So you literally told him that you don't want to be with him no more?
Yeah, but it didn't start off that way. It started off by me saying like, I think that we should get separate apartments. I honestly feel like if we didn't live together,
I don't think you understand. Like men, you gotta tell them solidly. Because I've had men who I told I don't want to be with you, and they still call me, show up, text. They don't care.
Yeah, I thought
good idea. Now I moved more room for my Jordans. Yeah.
No, I told him he accused me of cheating. Like the idea that I wanted to live by myself. It was just like distance makes the heart grow fonder, and we're not rich, right? Like we just had like a little 2-bedroom apartment in the hood. So like we were always up under each other. It's like, oh my God, before I go to work, I gotta be around a man. I go to work.
You know what? The way you got on JP about having incomplete families and shit like that, I was really surprised that you are against marriage.
You know, it's crazy how soon did y'all stop? How soon did you stop liking this nigga? Because how did you even move all the way in? That is crazy.
Thank you. That's a good question.
Oh, I was absolutely with him. I'd say that things went south after about year 4. But here, you know what? While everybody is saying all this, guess what? When I left in the middle of the night, this is how hard it is to get rid of or get out of a situation. I can't even imagine having the government involved. When I left, because both of our names were on that lease, he held that over my head. He would be like, come back, come back. I was like, I ain't coming back. Guess what? He stopped paying the rent, and I had to reappear because they filed for eviction on us. So I had to reappear. I had to go to court. I had to go to mediation just so I wouldn't have an eviction on my record. And that's why I said, like, I can't even imagine just a lease. Like, just a lease.
See, so, that's why you don't play house. But go ahead.
Could he afford the apartment?
Yes, he could, but he was like,
you did him
we
dirty.
were just too intertwined, and that's what I'm saying. Like, we weren't even married, and we were like intertwined.
Yeah, but you still were a part of a contract with him, and then you fled in the night. You kind of did him dirty, and you're making my point because if you're married, you couldn't pull that bullshit. You're making my point.
And then you're trying to gaslight by saying that he stopped paying the rent. Both of y'all names is on the lease.
I wouldn't change a thing.
Making my point. If you were my wife, you couldn't do that.
Congratulations. Like, your point is made, and I wouldn't change a thing. I would have still did everything exactly the same.
Black Job, I have a question. Was that guy black?
Yeah. He was he was black. Why is everybody judging? You guys act like it's not hard to get out of a marriage, or like if you're living with somebody, you guys are.
That's
I'm not going to say you guys. I just said a lot of
They
capping.
judge you because you ghosted them. That's why they judge you. Because you ghosted somebody.
I
somebody you were in a relationship with for 6 years.
Get out.
I'm not even judging you about your relationship. I'll judge you because you try to gaslight us and say, "Oh, he stopped paying the rent." Nigga, you stopped paying the rent too. Shit, what you talking about? Like, y'all both stopped paying the rent. Like,
okay, so like, for somebody who wasn't there, you sure do got a lot of dip on your chip.
Oh man,
how you talking about? How you talking about? Oh, I'm trying to gaslight you. How you know? Do you even know what gaslighting means?
So did he not pay his half, or he just didn't pay the rent?
So he didn't pay at all. So I left the apartment. I left. And he didn't put a dime on the rent because
you said he stopped paying it. You said you got mad because he stopped paying it. That's why you had to come back. That's why you got pissed.
Yeah, and that's what I'm still saying. So
yeah, because she said they signed a contract together. So when they, they evict you.
But then all of a sudden, he never put a dime on it.
After I left, like, are you following?
Well, I'm following. Actually.
It doesn't sound like
it. How did you get your name off the contract after you left?
I had to go to mediation, and I had to sign an agreement to vacate. Because, you know, like with an eviction, you can either pay, or you can vacate. Yeah,
they give you 3 days.
Since both of us, we both appeared at mediation. You know, he got his whatever, and we agreed to vacate. And since we agreed to vacate, I didn't have to worry about it anymore because even though I was gone, if he didn't vacate, the sheriff could come and forcibly remove him. So that's how I got him out of my life.
Okay. You played your cards right to get him out. I'm not mad at you.
But imagine if we were married. You know, it's like I gotta go to court. And it's
girl, you have no idea. I had to go prove that I had to go prove that I served him. They wanted me to put a newspaper clip in. It took me like a couple of years just to get divorced. So
yeah, that's why I say like my ideal relationship is grown age 30. Is that like we're complete in ourselves. We spend time together when we want to spend time together because we love each other, not because our names are on the lease and we got to be here, right?
Yeah.
But like we spend time together because we want to be there with each other. When somebody needs space, nobody is held hostage and nobody is looking to the other person to like complete them or whatever. It's like, if you're not complete in yourself, like you're not ready for a relationship. And that applies to both men and women. Like women, if you're not complete in yourself, if you're like looking for somebody to fill that puzzle piece, don't get a man.
That's facts.
Okay,
yeah.
like,
I agree with her.
You need to be, like both partners need to be 100 and like, I don't know. I might do like a ceremony, you know, if I, like that relationship was so traumatizing for me that I do have commitment issues now, but if I were to ever heal, I would do like a ceremony before God where I make like vows, but
the government not on paper, like something on. Okay, I see what you're saying, like an unofficial marriage.
Well, it's not. I wouldn't consider it unofficial because I take like my word before God very seriously. But I just don't.
but it's not.
How is it unofficial if you're making a commitment before God? That's
You
like
know,
saying
if you valid, that's what
Yes,
official means to you. You got it. I ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying? I ain't
Yeah,
gonna
like-
argue. I ain't gonna battle you on it. I just don't think it's official because there's no paperwork. It's not recognized by the government. It's just like if
So
you're in a
if you make a
relationship, you
Actually,
consider single. You know what I'm saying? But if
If
it's
you make a
official
vow
to you,
before God, that's not official, DJ.
Girl,
I
you don't
mean,
know who
you
you
got to
talking
remember
to.
everybody don't subscribe to the same like religious views. But we all
whenever you
subscribe to the laws of the land. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, DJ's a heathen, Black Dove. He don't mess with
a
none of that.
heathen.
Yeah, he don't
I
mess with
mean-
none of that shit.
That's crazy.
I don't either.
Not a heathen.
No, I don't think that's the appropriate word. I think we want to be mature in that people can believe and do as they fit, as they see needed. We're not going to, who says your way is better than the other way? What makes you like? Yeah, we're not going to do that. Okay.
Facts.
We're not doing that. We are too mature to know that there's more than one way to do it, and we also know that God has more than one spirit. So we're not going to sit up here and play those type of Christianity games or Christ-like or the Bible says.
That's actual gaslighting.
And not to
Then everybody on here might as well just log on.
I just looked up the definition.
and not to invalidate what she's saying though, right? I ain't trying to minimize like some ceremony because a lot of religion like Hebrew
That's
Israelite.
sacrilege.
No, a lot of people like Hebrew Israelite, Muslims that might have a couple of wives. It's not legal to have a couple of wives, so they got like ceremonies and shit like that because it's bigamy. So I'm just saying it's not official, but that don't mean it's less than. It just means it's not officially recognized. You know what I'm saying?
She's a God-fearing woman, and she's having a marriage outside of the church. It's sacrilege.
But my whole
I
point was
I don't know the
marriage-
details about
Yeah,
Christianity.
she was actually saying the opposite.
Are you coming to
No, my
condemn
whole
her? Are
point
you
is that I
married,
was-
Reason? Are you married?
No, I'm just saying
Are
facts.
you Christian-like?
Hmm?
Are you Christian-like?
I'm an atheist
So why the fuck are you talking about that shit? Tell me.
because I read the Bible and I know what sacrilege.
Yeah,
is.
so
Just like
over
you-
here, listen, I got you good, Rizwan, but see, here's the thing, all right? Being that you are an atheist, okay, meaning that you don't believe in no God, you have lost your voice to even speak on a matter. I need you to understand that you don't get to judge. You can read any book. I can go read Webster's dictionary and not understand half of the words or hardly any of the words in there. You have opted out of the ability to even speak on a God because you have none. You have zero.
Wow.
You believe in nothing. So you
The
don't have a voice.
atheist is
When it comes to the gods, listen when the God is talking to you.
I'm getting cut
When
off.
it comes to the gods, you have no voice because you opted not one. You didn't even
God
pick
was
the
a
fake
man.
one, the folk one, the pagan one, the you have none. You have yourself. So therefore, do you not dare come up here and speak on any God or any faith because you have none. You believe in yourself. So you just stick to that, okay? Can you do that for me?
Well, that makes me not be able to speak on this panel.
Absolutely, you are not qualified.
I'm
When it
censoring.
I
comes
think
to
he
the
could
gods, you are
censoring
disqualified.
Wait
You're not
a
qualified.
minute, wait a minute, yeah.
You're not qualified.
And by the way, we about to post the link. Wait a minute, yeah. I do think he could still, atheist could still speak on it from an atheist perspective. I think they believe in something, but I just don't think they believe in like theology. You know what I'm saying?
When an atheist starts speaking, and they like for instance, if we brought up marriage or we brought up
You're just mad
any
because
type of
you're
moral
sensitive.
code.
You gotta go one at a
There's a
wait.
moral
You gotta go
code
one.
though,
At
but you gotta understand in different faiths. From
God does not exist.
You gotta go one at a time. Like what the
that's
fuck?
why
Like
he
y'all
can't-
be
that's
too
why he's not
grown, bro.
qualified, because the minute someone says, "Well, God doesn't exist," then you're offending the Hindus, you're offending the Muslims, you're offending Kabbalah, you're offending
I
every
know,
single
man,
body,
but
every
you
single
just
person has a
offended
moral
me.
code. We have all of us got some type of code. Most of us, you don't, but some of us have a code, a moral code, and ethical. We're just not gonna violate. So
I
for an
don't know.
atheist to pop up here and think he just gonna your opinion on those type of matters has any validity? Absolutely not. So
I
just
think
be a
I think
person.
atheists do got
humanity.
I think atheists do got moral codes though.
That's cool.
You know what I'm saying? I don't think
I think a lot of
No.
atheists actually believe in God, even if that's not what they call it.
Beachy, you just sat up here and gave me a whole 10-minute spiel about how I shouldn't call somebody a heathen. You just told this nigga he can't talk. I don't know what what's going on here. I'm just wondering. But go ahead. My bad.
Actually,
that's what I said.
atheist is Ancient atheist is broken down from the root word Athena, which is another god.
Yeah, we know very well about Athena. I get a call worse than every other day. We're sure what Athena is, and
Oh wait, I don't think that's how it's broken down.
I don't know
I don't
how
mean to
that
be
you
a
tied
nerd.
that in together. How'd you get Athena from atheist? Because Athena was
atheist is
so what
A,
are you doing here?
which
means
atheist
not.
is A, which means without, and then theist, which is God.
Yeah,
It's
but
not
Athena is broken down because of she was a god of wisdom, and that's really what they be talking about with that kind of stuff like that. It's a belief.
No, it's like saying amoral.
It's also another belief. No, that's what they told you.
No, that's just semantics. Like I said, I don't mean to be like a nerd, but like
just say okay.
Well, I mean,
okay.
I'm not gonna say okay. I don't agree with you, but we can keep it there.
Yeah, I never heard about that correlation before, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like typically.
But I do think atheists do believe in something, because everybody believe in something. And I think they believe in probably, I don't know, the scientific method, like whatever
Why
the
don't you
fuck
ask
they...
the fucking atheist rather than yelling at him and censoring him?
Who's yelling at you? Who's yelling at you?
Her.
No, she wasn't.
She didn't
She
yell at
you.
Wild
She was
girl
challenging you.
She just said, "Why are you judging somebody if you're atheist and you're bringing up the Bible?" That's all she said.
Yeah, and you have to be careful when you just to I don't know this guy's
And you
background.
can't get mad if somebody say that. Like, come on.
You can't just like throw around the term yelling, especially when you're talking about a black woman. At least in my opinion.
Right. So what Beloved is saying is that when I'm speaking and when I'm talking, I'm not yelling. I didn't even raise my tone one iota. I barely went up an octave. For you to just sit here and say I'm yelling at you, you basically are calling me an angry black woman. You're basically saying I have no other way to communicate effectively without raising my voice, and you are dead wrong. You are absolutely wrong. You think I got to yell, hoot, and holler, and do all those theatrics to say what I need to say, sir? You must don't know who you're talking to. And actually, I think you owe me an apology. You owe me an apology based on the fact that I did not raise my voice at you, nor dog walk you, or treat you any subpar than what you are presenting yourself right now is a lesser than entity, being that you have no God. That's what I said. I didn't raise my voice. I didn't use any profanity. So where are you coming from with all this? Who had the rah-rah up here? I haven't even heard any rah-rah. So where did you yelling from? You think I just said no? If your version of me telling you no, and you interpret it as of me yelling or attacking you, then now you're walking into a type of supremacy, and I don't like it. I don't like it at all because I hear it all the time, and you don't get to do that. Not on my watch. So you can take your supremacy and have a seat. That's what you can do. I said no, you're not doing that, and that's what you're not.
Yeah, he left.
Come
Next
back.
Time, come back and speak on humanity, speak on mankind, speak on people, but don't you ever come up here and speak on people who are trying to live a certain way for their reasons and think your opinion or your voice matters, because it doesn't. It has no weight. And I said what I said. Be quiet on the matter, and that's what he's gonna do. And Elias, you come up here and shut me up. You do that.
Don't do that.
He's a troll. Ignore the trolls.
I just look down and saw that, but no one's yelling. What's wrong with you all? You're very sensitive right now. You need your vitamins.
In my opinion,
let me ask y'all this: do y'all think it's healthy for religious people to talk with people who don't share their belief or beliefs?
I do it all the time.
Yeah, it's fine. I don't see anything wrong with it, but you shouldn't judge somebody because you can't say you're not living by the Bible because of like who the fuck, like where you come from? You're not from you're not even a Christian. What are we doing?
I didn't hear the question.
The question is if it's healthy to talk to other people who don't share your belief, like people of other religious backgrounds and shit like that.
What does that mean? Like you said,
like if you and some, let's say you let's say we up here having conversations and all of us just share different religious views, or some probably don't even got religious views. Do you think it's healthy for us to have those religious conversations if we don't share the same views?
But that's what I mean. What is healthy? I've never heard that before. What does that mean?
I think he's trying
healthy
to say, like, is it
conversation.
going to be
Is it productive? If it is,
beneficial?
you know what I'm
That's what
saying?
the word he's looking
Oh.
for is beneficial.
I would say yes.
It
I would
would
say
not,
yes.
and I would say the creative then you haven't engaged in enough dialogues with a large spread of people from different faiths and different background. They really get to the meat of it and gave you the pushback or met toe to toe or precept for precept. You will find it gets very uncomfortable. It gets
does,
awkward,
right.
and often I found some of my temperaments and some of my unfavorable behavior was always caught up in the conversation because it always turned into who's the bigger God, who can one up on the gods, who can one up on the knowledge, who can one up on the word. It doesn't stop, and it will go on until somebody has to, like, we have broken the internet non-stop, and you can do it for pure sport because you got nothing else going on, or for the challenge of it, but it never ends with, well, this was healthy and productive and we all left better knowing something coming in or leaving a situation better than we can. It never ends that way ever. I know y'all want to
I think some people don't want to have that conversation, and other people, they just like hearing other perspectives. Like, even if I don't agree with some shit, I be wanting to hear some shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, if, for example, like ladies night, let's say we talking about some shit y'all want to talk about, like, I might not care about the shit, but I would still want to hear your perspective or how you see some shit, you know what I'm saying? Or I might disagree with whatever it is that you're talking about, but I still want to hear where you know what I'm saying, where you coming from with that shit.
It's not okay, DJ. Think of it this way: you can take religion out and just put in marriage. So if I was having a conversation, and I on marriage, or we were talking about, and we brought marriage into it, oftentimes you'll find there's somebody like, well, hold on, it's always going to be a two sides of the coin.
I wanted to ask you.
So you're saying people who not married shouldn't talk about marriage, or who
No,
never
I'm not
experienced?
saying that, but the being to be able to be open about the entire experience and walk it the way it should be without someone getting offended or throwing a shot, it just never happens. Somewhere along the line, somebody like whatever.
I have a question for DJ.
I got a question
instead of explaining other people's beliefs. But no.
I just think it's sensitive. That's why people don't be wanting to talk about. And I understand it. I understand and I respect when somebody don't want to talk about their religion. But sometimes I like talking about that shit. Even shit that I don't agree with, I like, just having a conversation about this shit.
I wanted
to
go ahead, ask the question, and I think Giz wanted to say something.
Okay, I wanted to
and who's Bennett?
Betterment and backward.
Betterment. I thought it was one.
Yeah, I can vouch for her. I know her.
Okay, so do you.
So DJ, I had to ask you a question. So, like, knowing that you have a different spiritual background, right? You're not necessarily a Christian. I'm not either. Would you turn around and tell Black Dove the Christian thing to do is this, that, and the third?
Mm-hmm.
No, I wouldn't.
So that's what Reason, and Reason is an atheist, and that's our problem. It's right there.
Well said, creative.
No, he wasn't talking about. He was talking about some atheist shit.
No,
if somebody said the right thing to do,
no, let's rewind the clip.
He said that Black Dove was being like sacrilegious or something.
He did say that.
Well,
so if you see a Rasta man eating pork, and he's eating pork is against Rastafari, and you see him just tearing the pork up, you're not gonna say that that's hypocritical.
No, I would ask him first. Is he Rastafarian?
That's crazy.
Because why am I judging?
All right, like let's say he already is, and you already figure out that he is.
Then
what are you gonna do then?
Why are you eating the pork if you're Rastafarian? That's it. Is there something new?
That is crazy. That is crazy. I mean, some people would ask, some people chastise.
My church is sacrilegious. Oh, see, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, but when Black Dove said that,
rewind the clip. Everybody rewind the clip,
with
please.
God or something like that.
No, we're not gonna go. That's
because Reason was just saying that Black Dove getting married outside the church would be sacrilegious or something. I don't even think that's what she was saying, but that's what I heard him say. But other than that,
I think he was trying to hold it to some Christian view that he thought it was what it was, and he was wrong. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think it disqualify him from having the conversation because he's an atheist. You know what I'm saying?
Well, no, that's why conversations are important, because that's how people learn. because he was clearly wrong. And I don't even identify as a Christian. I identify as a follower of Christ. Like, and that's why I love Creative's point so much, because if you really know the word and you really know the book, you would know that like following things by the word, even when it defies your common sense, is wrong. Like there's some Bible verse, I don't even remember what it is, but I actually like read the book, and there was some verse where Jesus was baptizing somebody on the Sabbath, and the guy went to chastise Jesus, like, how dare you work on the Sabbath? And I'm paraphrasing, obviously, but Jesus basically turned to this guy and was like, you're like, I don't want to be offensive, but like it's stupid, really, to think that it's worse to work on the Sabbath than it is to not save a soul. Like, use your common sense. You think that if you're saving a soul for God, that God is going to be like, well, it was on the Sabbath, so both of you guys go to hell. You know, like, that's stupid. So like I love her point, because it's like when you're like so focused on the word and you're like, oh, that's sacrilegious, when you don't have the entire context, like Beachy said, you're not qualified to speak on it because you're missing pieces of the puzzle.
A lot of pieces. Thank you. There's so many. Then they wouldn't understand, well, where did that come from in the law? Then it goes back to, they're going to want to bring in the 10 Commandments, but then you're going to be like, well, technically the 10 Commandments came off of these 613. It will go so far that, like I said, in atheist, that person with no God factor isn't qualified, because they don't have that level of, all they know is thou shalt not kill. They're not going to know, but he also said to have hate in your heart is equivalent as murder. So you're not going to know that. So you can't sit here and judge the killer next to me when I'm like, but the hater over here.
So let me ask you this. So only a Christian should be judging another Christian.
No, that was going to be my question, DJ. So I don't know.
My bad.
I was gonna say, like, if I was married, would it validate what I say just because I'm married?
To some people,
if the conversation was about marriage, would my comment be more valid because I was married?
To some people,
married for a certain length of time, putting a certain amount of work in, had a certain amount of results. Like, it's still going to go precept by precept. Y'all do understand? You can't take that away. So no, you being married for 1 year, you're not qualified to speak on me going to 25 years. We're not the same.
How about 20? How about 20?
I mean, now you're getting, we just jumped from a year to 20. So the levels of qualifications, I mean, it would be the meaning of the mind and understanding. So if you in a 20 year, then you wouldn't even want to have people married for 20 years. Don't even want to talk about it. Like you can't be serious right now. I'm putting in 20 years. I don't want to hear nothing you got to say. They don't even care. So you even saying that, it shows that this, when it gets to be okay, I side eye folks when they go into, they start throwing. I'm like, you do know people that have been married at those times, they don't really do that. It's just an understanding at that point. So I'll be side eyeing the folks who are like, well, I've been married 18 and like, it's just not something.
22 for me, Beachy. I don't validate people.
I want to know how long have you been a decent person, not how long you've been married. So I don't know, but
I do agree that, like, if you have experienced it, it's not necessarily that you're more qualified. It's just that your opinion is more insightful, because you have information that we don't have.
I agree with that one. That to me, that is more insightful. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But somebody could still have an outside perspective, but your perspective is more insight from the inside out too. You know what I'm saying?
Like, I know when I was in that relationship, and I said what I said, and I stand 10 toes down on it. I wouldn't change a thing. However, when I was in that relationship and we were having our ups and downs, one thing that would really get on my nerves was when my single friends or my friends who had never been in a relationship for more than like 5 or 6 months would be like, girl, you need to, and I just would be like, like, you guys have no insight on what being in a long-term relationship means. So of course, me thugging it out with my man seems crazy to you, but only because it's like trying to explain what the color red looks like to a colorblind man. You just can't do it. Like, You know, so I do agree with that, but at the end of the day, everybody needs to be humble and everybody needs to respect everybody's opinion. Reason, I'm proud of you for coming back, if that matters to you at all. But I think that everybody needs to stand from a place of humility and not talk at each other, but like talk with each other. But that's just my 2 cents. I'm rambling. I'll stop now.
The reason why I brought up the marriage thing, because my counter to it also is, like, say that marriage fails. Now, do I lose my validation after the marriage fails? Or just because of the experience, I'm still validated to be able to talk on the stuff because of the experience?
Again, this is, certain laws put in place in the universe, married or not, it's still going to go precept by precept. You might be in a 20-year, I don't know what type of marriage, somebody else might be in a 20-year business. Like, our marriages, not most, I don't want to say they're all not the same. Look, you still got to meet the person where they are. So I wouldn't even have a discussion with someone who's in a different type of situation if I wasn't, because we're not going to, we don't speak the same language, and it would get uncomfortable and problems happen. And then backing up what Black Duff was saying, I'm not even having a conversation with women. If you don't understand at this point in the game, in our age bracket, in our status, with all our resources, and our caliber, if we're not there, meeting of the mind, we're not even going to talk about it. I'm not going to be giving someone advice coming into, oh my gosh, I just fell in love. I get it. I support you. I'm not going to go into, so, how does it make you feel? And like, really, because I probably be like, well, hold on, I don't got to remember what that felt like. Hold on. They might really believe they're in love. They might think they're this is it. They're in love. This is the end all, be all. You can't tell them anything. I'm going to respect that. Hey, you say you're in love. I'm going to support you if you're in love. Just the same way somebody can't tell another person, you're married, but using like what's going on, and then they try to judge that. So it's like it's such a big gap. That's why you should just.
I would never open up a business or start a business or run a business with anybody that had multiple divorces, let alone one.
What the fuck does that got to do with running a business?
Exactly. Where did that come from?
Like, for real?
No, like, why though?
What have to do with running a business?
Okay. No question.
Yeah, like, come on, explain
Then
it.
the nigga just sits back and don't explain nothing. He just sits back and just.
I think that we get into his
Think
head.
about it. Why would I want to run a business that I'm supposed to, run it for 40, 30 years, and you can't even hold down a marriage?
That doesn't have nothing to do with a business.
It's literally a business agreement.
It's not a, wait a minute. Wait a minute. The purpose of a business is to make profit, right?
Yeah.
Well, so how does that?
So you're not doing business with Jeff Bezos?
You're missing the point.
I'm not in love with you.
I'm listening.
Are you talking about loyalty? Is that what you're talking about?
That's what he's trying to say. Your ability to stand.
Can I finish my
Go
point?
Yes,
ahead.
sir. Apologies.
Okay, if you were trying to start a business and you're going through a list of people that you wanted to be your business partner, and there's a bunch of people, multiple had one or two divorces, and then your top two candidates, one had 0 divorces, but your top one had 3.
Oh, I got this.
Don't you think that the actual characteristics that you want for a business partner would be somebody that had 0 divorces? He's been in a long-term marriage. That man knows how to go long-term. Maybe it will lay over with your business. The dude with 3 divorces, he might bow out when shit gets rough in the business. He might dog on you like he did his wife.
You know what? That could translate. That could translate in different. That could translate in different ways, right?
Exactly, DJ.
I don't agree with him. It's not that black and white. Because look at this. If a dude stay in a shitty marriage where his old lady walk all over him, she got him like as the footstool. That could translate that he was. Wait a minute. That could translate as him staying in a business venture way longer than he should. You know what I'm saying? He might stay when he could have just do something else. He's just stay until he go fucking broke. You know what I mean?
Reason.
It's your business
Exactly.
partner, dog.
That's
It's your
not
business
well,
partner.
and
You
because,
want him to be
It's not good
loyal.
for business.
wait, and just because somebody had 3 divorces, what if they had 3 different relationships where they learned a lot of skills from, and they could come and they could bring that to the business and help elevate it?
Yeah, I
But
tried
also,
that. That don't work out. That,
was
look,
the
I know y'all
reason-
want to think. Look, failure. What Rezon is saying is, he's
Creative, I'd say you're overqualified.
Rezon was being really humble way of saying nobody wants failure. Okay, you in it to win it. Okay, and when you look at the docket and when you look at the scoreboard and you got no points up there, you keep taking L's and you're showing the history of a loser, marriage or business.
You say a lot of strong words.
The history of a loser is.
I need you to win with me. I don't want to lose. I need to see a winner. So
Yeah, but your love life has nothing to do with your business life. So that's
Actually,
why
it does. It has everything to do with it. Yes, it does.
technically that would actually be hold on, because technically that would actually be discrimination if you don't hire somebody because they had failed marriages. So no, your business life has nothing to do with your love life. Because not only that, okay, he might have divorced 3 times, but he probably went to college for 8 years. So he clearly had some type of commitment to something. So you can't
Right.
just
I
sit up
won't
there and
say.
that.
Yeah, I won't say it's black and white. It could, but I won't say it always does. And Betterment, my father, I think you was about to say something earlier. My bad.
No, what I was saying is I'm not married. I never been married. So from what I'm trying to understand from Rezon, if I'm sorry if I got your name wrong, is that he's talking about from a business point rather than somebody that's in a personal relationship. That's what kind of confused me. I was trying to understand what he's saying, but to me that doesn't go together because that's 2 different things, in my opinion.
It was
So
an
you're
analogy.
not gonna do business with Jeff Bezos?
It was an analogy.
You're not gonna do business with Elon Musk?
No.
Yeah, they both divorced. I think they both divorced.
I would not go on with a baby daddy that has over 16 children.
But why wouldn't you marry him though?
He has 250 billion. What are we talking about?
Why wouldn't you
I
sell
don't
him
care what
lithium?
kind of money he has. If you're
Think
not
about it.
taking care of your children, we
Why
have nothing
wouldn't you?
to talk about.
Why wouldn't you sell him silver?
No, I would not.
Why?
Yeah, that's I mean, hey man, everybody could go.
Powder Dusty, that comment that said the failure. Let me go back. You was hitting on
Anybody could go into business with who they want, right? But I would say if somebody got a history of doing good business, regardless of their personal situation, I'll still fuck with them on the business end. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to know their
seeing the history, what he done to Black women. He has a lot to do with Black women being laid off our jobs.
Well,
and he has a history of being racist in this country. And not only that, he tried to sue Colorado because he want AI to discriminate based on your race. So I would not do business with somebody like that.
You see, now you're talking something different, but
that's
just
a
like the
goal.
relationship, that is different. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's still.
What's worse, racism or discrimination?
Can you guys hear me?
What do you mean? They're the same. They got
They come from the same thing. There is
the same thing.
Yeah.
Racism and discrimination are the same thing.
Yes.
Oh my God. Hello.
racism. Look at this. Discrimination is a broad term that racism fall under. You know what I'm saying? There's no racism without you being discriminative. Yeah.
Hello.
So, do you, DJ? You remember the other night when homeboy was going on the rant about how there was different effects or whatever, and like everybody was looking at homeboy for answers. You remember that night?
We're looking for who for answers. Looking for who for what answers?
Do you remember when I forget? Can I even say it? Can I say the words? I just can't.
No.
No N words. No N words.
I just say FBI, right?
No
FBI?
words.
Yeah, don't say that either. I don't
say
like
that
that
on
word.
Yeah, you're gonna get him.
No,
you're gonna get him
FBI.
in trouble.
No, don't say that. Don't say that. Yeah, I don't like that word either. Just say the feds, the people. Just say the alphabet, whatever. You'll figure it out, man.
Can you guys
All
hear
right,
me?
all right. I won't say that either. So now there's two.
We could hear you
terms
at
I
first
can't
too,
say.
Black Dog.
Bro, just speak.
Duly
Go
noted.
ahead, do
Duly
it.
noted.
Just go ahead.
You
Just
remember
say
that
what you
night,
got it.
though?
Just get to the. Just make your
You
point.
remember that night, though. You remember what night I'm talking about now.
Well, what was the question?
It was the natives. It was the actual African Americans against non African Americans, and how who's actually black. And how
Okay,
it's
I
very
remember that. Yeah, I
discriminatory.
That was
remember.
on Monday or something, I think. Something
It's
like
very
that.
discriminatory. So that's racism.
So what? So catch me up to speed on that. So
You
Wait,
you all just said
can I
that
just
racism is
move on, because I
discrimination. It's
really
all
had
the
a
same
question
thing.
that
And
I
Yeah,
black
wanted.
discrimination is
black. Very discriminatory, right?
discrimination is the umbrella that racism fall under.
yes,
Discriminating
Now,
people
what
for
it
their
is,
religion, that's also under discrimination.
so
You know what I'm
is
saying?
he want to join
colorism.
in on the
Colorism is
discrimination.
under
That's
that
what it
umbrella
is.
too.
Facts. Colorism is under
So
discrimination.
it's all right for you guys to be racist, but
We're not being racist. Who's being
You
I
racist?
thought you said you was black. How you saying you guys now?
nah,
But you,
you never wanted me.
yeah.
Like,
Man, this nigga said we don't want him. He got biracial problems. Who sent him, bruh?
Bro, he got light skin.
It's a Persian, bro.
Who
He's
sent him, bruh?
pussy, bro. What are you talking about?
Nigga, that's your cousin. What you mean?
Bruh.
if we're being
Who-
racist, why are you here?
He
Like,
is an
Who
Iranian.
sent him, bruh? That's why I can't
Iran.
come up here, man. This boy is the police, man. I can't deal with him, man. Because he don't be talking about nothing.
Never
He
call me
come up
dog.
here
I woke
and
up
then
this
he
morning,
show his true
dog.
colors. Then he want to talk
I
when
had
somebody
coke
else
this morning.
talking.
Don't
They
ever
talk
call me.
about us
Yeah, I'll go
and
one at a
we,
time.
and you ain't a part of us. You ain't a part of we. You get a chance to talk. You don't say nothing, man. Who sent him? And he talk about us. But anyway, let me get to my soliloquy. Hey, Witch Doctor, I seen you your Wednesday night, woman's night. You understand me? You had a few flavors up here. You had a few flavors. I see the women, y'all kind of got a little kitty boo nitty tonight. You put on a little helmet or two. I seen a little makeup. I seen a couple of eyebrows arch. Yeah, a couple of your chassis tonight. You
And you
understand
love
me?
it.
They was
You love
kitty
it.
boo
You
nitty
love
tonight.
it.
I have to give.
The things
Can I
that you
finish,
say
ma'am?
you don't
What
like,
can a
you
man
love
talk
it.
without a woman interrupting?
Let
Cook some
him
rice.
cook. The ladies did look good tonight. The ladies was, you know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm doing, and I didn't need her to be in the background. I don't need an offset. I'm a one-man band. I'm a one-man. I'm James Brown. You don't talk till I say on the one. Okay? This ain't a women to work. This ain't offset.
Okay, a pimp name slip back.
You
Okay.
see what I'm talking? She just couldn't do it. She just couldn't do it. She had to say something. That one is old. They've been using that one for 5 years. That you got to get a new one. You got to get a new one. But the ladies tonight, I see they put on. They had their best helmets on. You know what I mean? A couple of them put their Afrocentric things on. They had the little beads and things. And you know what I mean? They pulled out the good helmets, you know, the Brazilian shit tonight. I was like, look at old Witch Doctor. See? Just when you're thinking about, you know what I mean? You ladies, y'all ain't been showing up and showing out. And then Brownie try to come up here, you know, innocent tonight, not all cooked up. Usually she be cooked up because she's a makeup girl. She try to come regular tonight. Like, you know, I'm tight and I could be regular natural on these bitches.
Wait,
See,
Brownie was they always good, man.
Talking about, come on now.
It'd be a little inner. I'm almost finished. Shut your ass up. That rice ain't done yet, lady. God damn. You know,
me.
It'd be a little inner battle going on with the ladies. See, y'all don't see it. We just see the outside, but they be doing their little thing. They be battling and shit. But I just
Who be battling who? Who be battling?
Who be battling who? Who be battling who? You know.
Who be battling who?
Okay. Brownie,
Hey, Rizza, we'll take you down
Beachy,
Atlantic
she
Community
thinks
of
she
Faith.
like
Wait,
the
Vato, come on.
But Beachy, she thinks she like the top, like you know, batch over here that she she be trying to like elbow the other, you know, little chicks out the way. She like mixed with Doberman Pinscher. You know what I mean? But don't sleep on creative. Even Chanel Even though she married, she has some nice eye candy going on tonight. And you niggas be talking about, oh, she weigh too much. You niggas, women be 400 pounds. You had nice eye candy tonight. I want to compliment a player. I'm about to cash app you. Because you got a nice panel, player. Now I'm gonna get a flow to somebody else, but the panel was looking nice. You had flavors for a player if you're a black man. I'm tired of you niggas complaining. Get a woman.
Let me say this: the ladies definitely appreciate the ladies coming through, and I want to say this: it's not a fixed panel of ladies. It's just that these is ladies that I know and that I fucks with, so I usually send them the link and shit. But other ladies is invited too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I like ahead, that. A player can send you the link. Who want the link?
And go ahead, Betterment, because I think she was trying to
No,
get
somebody
at you.
else can go. I was just having fun.
Okay.
No. I was waiting for better.
Yeah.
Hey, we need the Latin community to take visa off your hands if you want. We can't claim Mexican.
Wait a minute, what?
He said the Latin community is gonna take reason. You know what I mean? You just can't claim Mexican,
bro,
but they take it.
Is you even a Mexican, bro? You can't speak for this nigga. This nigga's an Iranian.
That's what I said. I thought he was A-Rad when I first met him.
What the fuck, nigga?
He gonna make y'all believe he black, bro. Man. This nigga's Myron Gaines, man. He's a Fed. He gonna have a show called Fed in a minute. This is an informant.
Can I give Reason some advice?
This is an agent or vocateur. He's an agent vocateur, agent of chaos.
Curtis
Who sent him?
Syrian.
Look at that shit. Look at that shit. Who sent him? Notice to appear. So you're gonna be in court fucking with him.
Yeah.
Wait a minute though, but wait a minute. The man Granny came up here and told us that he was half black, man.
His white
Granny came through.
Hey,
why would she do that?
Representative for the Mexicans, he is.
Well, I just seen he from South San Francisco. That's why he got his 49ers shit up there. So when you from the Bay,
Jay Prince in the building. What up, man?
When you from the Bay, we all mix together. The Asians, they be saying nigga. The white boys say nigga. Everybody out here, we all say the N-word in the Bay. So they start thinking, no, he just doxed himself showing South San Francisco on his shit. Stop doing that. Federal.